rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
Hey there, casino fans. I'm here to let you know that the new BetRivers.com casino app is here. It's got lots and lots of exciting slots and table games to play, fast payouts, and a rewards program you'll love. Plus, with award-winning customer service, the excitement never stops. So get ready, casino lovers, to experience the BetRivers.com difference you can trust. It's a whole new game. Download it today.
Presented by Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
You know the signs of a natural gas leak. Ooh, it smells like rotten eggs. But what's your next move in that situation?
Scoot, run, bolt, flee. Gas leaks are no good for me. If you smell gas, it's time to go. Leave the scene and call PICO. 1-800-841-4141.
Give us a call and we'll send someone to check it out. PICO is here to help 24/7.
My mom's the bomb. Her hugs are so good, there's a wait list. Her laughter is the life of the party. Her smile makes everyone smile. Everything worth knowing, I learned from her. That's why this Mother's Day, I'm heading to Hellsberg Diamonds. They have beautiful diamond pendants, gemstone rings, and more. Hellsberg makes it easy to find a gift she'll love. One that hopefully she'll pass down to me one day, along with her secret to perfect hugs. Save big on mom-worthy gifts at a Hellsberg store near you or at hellsberg.com. Hurry, Mother's Day is Sunday, May 8th.
Witness the rise of the Northmen.
From Focus Features and director Robert Eggers.
I will find my father's killer and claim my kingdom.
Critics are calling The Northman an absolute beast of a movie that redefines epic.
Revenge is all I've ever known.
It's a stone-cold masterpiece. The Northman. Only in theaters today. Rated R. Under 17, not admitted without parent.
Being in business since 1975, Fred Beans has witnessed some historic events. With gas prices reaching record highs, the Fred Beans family of dealerships wants to help make things better. From now until April 30th, get a $250 gas card with your pre-owned vehicle purchase. The invasion of Ukraine has impacted us all, whether it's been personally, emotionally, or financially. Fred's always believed in doing well by doing good. That's why we're donating $50 for every used vehicle sold between now and April 30th to Ukrainian relief. See why it's better at Beans today. Online at fredbeans.com. Gas card available while supplies last. See the dealer for details. Expires 4/30/2022.
Philly Pretzel Factory wants you to make sure you mark your calendars because everyone's favorite day is coming up. It's National Pretzel Day. National Pretzel Day is Tuesday, April 26th. And to celebrate, Philly Pretzel Factory is giving one free pretzel to every customer who stops by. No purchase necessary. Go to phillypretzelfactory.com today and find your nearest location. And be sure to stop by on Tuesday, April 26th. Happy National Pretzel Day from Philly Pretzel Factory, the official soft pretzel of the Philly sports fan.
You know, for every family that has a college-bound student, this May 1st could be filled with a ton of anxiety because it's decision day. Which college is your son or daughter going to choose? Well, take my advice and relieve the stress and visit College Ave Student Loans. Try their easy-to-use student loan calculator, and you'll see what a future loan is going to look like and how you can make it work for you and your budget. And do it with your student. Do it now before you decide. CollegeAv.com, a better student loan experience. Trust me, you're going to breathe easier. Use CollegeAv.com.
WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Home of 76ers basketball and Flyers hockey.
Plug in.
97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia. It's time now for Cuz Radio.
What up, Cuz? Deshaun Jackson gets a block. Are you kidding?
Talking with the Cuz.
Go Cuz. How you doing?
Stairs rips one into the net.
Try it, okay?
Now here's Anthony Gargano.
Why don't you get the hell out of here, Cuz?
Good morning, motherfuckers! Oh, happy Friday. It is Friday across the Delaware Valley. What a gorgeous, an amazing spring Friday. What a glorious time as we get to go stress-free into a 3-0 Game 4 tomorrow afternoon. There is nothing better than the 3-0 lead going to Game 4. That's the ultimate foot up. All right, let's see what happens
Today's going to be less, and we'll obviously discuss Game 4, Sixers-Raptors, and what we think will happen. And truthfully, I think it's hard to handicap because a lot depends on if Toronto has anything left, right? Is Scotty Barnes going to play? We'll find out at some point, I guess, today, update with him. So, what do they got left? What kind of, it's at home, knowing that they're pretty well coached. They seem very prideful. Are they able to gear up for one game? And if so, do the Sixers kind of relax a little bit? I mean, that's always a possibility when you're up 3-0. The only thing that makes me feel really good, or one of the things that makes me feel really good, I should say, is the Embiid. The Embiid telling Drake, I'm coming with the broom. Like, he wants to sweep them. All right, so my guess is they're coming focused. He's ready to win, and that's what we have seen through the first 3 games. Now, again, I don't know what's going to happen against Miami in latter series, but he's ready to win. He's ready to win right now. You could see his focus. You could see him like he wants it bad. That's the one thing that has really popped out over the first part of the series is how bad they want it. I see that same kind of fight and will from Tobias. And you could see Harden, even though his skills may have eroded a little bit, you could see him laser focused. Like I said, he's a smart basketball guy, a real smart basketball guy. So you could see him laser focused. And that's the thing that I think that has really stood out to me. Danny Green, like the veterans on this team, they could taste it. And that's a great thing, being able to taste it. And then you infuse Maxey into the mix, and, you got what you got, which is you got a real shot. It's really on the table. But I do want to talk about this shot as well. And where does that rank? Like, to me, that's we're going to get together and we do the GOATs on Fridays. We always would do the GOATs. I want to do the GOAT shots.
All right.
For the Sixers, because that's got to be a GOAT shot. That's got to be a top 5. We do when we do the GOATs, it's the top 5 of a subject. And this subject of the greatest shots ever in Sixer history. And that's got to be a top 5. That's got to be a GOAT. I mean, again, he may have 2 after that turnaround fadeaway 3, which is game 2, which was ridiculous. But I want to, I thought automatically, like, that's one for the annals. That shot. That was one that you went, wow. That moment, which caused us to have a lot of fun yesterday and be exuberant. So we'll get into that. We'll have Legs join us today. He'll go over the series. And we got to talk big picture because the playoffs are really, really interesting. Chris Middleton being out a couple weeks is a big deal for Milwaukee. Now, I still think they beat the Bulls, but the way Boston is playing, Boston could slay them in the second round without Middleton because he's going to be out for a few weeks. And then what happens out west when Devin Booker, who's going to be missing some serious time, and all of a sudden the Pels take a 2-1 lead over Phoenix, which is pretty amazing. It was interesting. All the road teams won yesterday. The Memphis-Minnesota game was unbelievable. Unbelievable. Minnesota was up 24 at one point. And then you could see Memphis just coming back. They are a flea team, that Minnesota team. They got fleas. Wow, they got fleas. But that was great. And Joker. Swept out of the first round.
Yeah!
There's the MVP. That's right. He's the MVL Most valuable loser. Judas, good morning.
What's going on, man? How are you today?
We're in great spirits.
Yeah, today's a great day, man. I'm in a very good mood, and hopefully it continues into this weekend, and hopefully it continues tomorrow when the Sixers sweep the Raptors, winning 2 straight in Toronto. That'd be great, man. And yeah, the playoffs are wild right now. Are you saying that there's a possibility of a Sixers-Celtics Eastern Conference Finals?
Yeah, I might lose my mind.
I
if
don't
that
think
happens.
you'd be able to control yourself.
No, I know. I don't think I would lose my mind. Sixers, Celtics.
You might go into the home that week.
Yeah.
I've been pushing to try to get you in there for a while now, so now I'm rooting for it.
I know.
Tunis Radio.
You even got Gonzo on the cable.
Yeah.
I know what I'll do.
Did his wife call you?
I know what I'll do. I'll get Anthony. That's why you read all those tweets. I think I'm not hip to your game.
Right.
Come on, bro. Come on, man. Been around the block.
Yeah, exactly.
All kidding aside, dude, the way it's shaping up now, again, we'll see what happens with Milwaukee, but without Chris Middleton, they are supremely vulnerable.
Hey, it's a huge loss. I mean, Giannis could still put up his 40 or so, but if he doesn't get the kind of production from Drew Holiday, because, Drew Holiday's a great ball player, we know that, but it just works so perfectly, Holiday, Middleton, and Giannis. Like, that trio works perfectly. And it's looking great for the Sixers right now, right, with Tobias Harris and Tyrese Maxey. But you know that there have been times in the past where this trio of Harden, Embiid, and then player C has not always looked perfect. It has always looked perfect for the Bucks, and to lose Chris Middleton like that, that's going to be huge for them, man.
I know.
And Boston, like you said, they're rolling. They're rolling. Ben Simmons is going to come back for Game 4 when they're down 3-0.
Did you see the one of our guys sent me a great video of Simmons? He's working, right, at practice.
Yeah.
And he goes around a coach. He's running a drill, and he makes a pass. And the coach makes a face like, dude, what are you doing? Shoot the ball, don't pass it.
Wait, was it a drill? Just like a...
Yeah.
By himself?
I'll send it to you. I don't know. They're working on something. But it was classic.
He's passing the ghosts now?
No. There was somebody.
Oh, okay.
There was somebody passing, but now, again, we're just judging off of body language. But when you looked at the coach expected him to spot up and take the shot, and he passed the ball.
Yeah. Those expectations, they'll be there for a while, man. You're not going to see it. Oh, man, that's crazy. But, yeah, it was a good night of basketball yesterday, and hopefully the Sixers can complete it tomorrow, man. It's going to be a lot of fun. This should be a fun week upcoming. Like, next week should be a blast. They take care of business in 4 or at most 5, and then next week we get hyped up for a Sixers Heat playoff series, because I don't think the Heat are going to sweat the Hawks at all.
Right.
I think that might be a sweep, too. And then we get set for what could be a Saturday tip-off, another Saturday tip-off, Sixers Heat.
Saturday night, that's a good game, awesome. Man.
That's going to be a great
Saturday
series.
night, Miami.
Like, I think the Sixers match up well with the Heat. I know the Heat are going to win games. It's not going to be like this Toronto series. It's going to be a fight, and it's going to be a tough series, man.
Yeah, it will be. I keep going back to one thing which makes me feel pretty good about the series is, again, like Toronto. Now, Miami's better than Toronto, so I'm not comparing it. However, how do they play Embiid?
Yeah.
Because they have nobody that can match up with Embiid.
I go Bam greater than, everything that Toronto's throwing one-on-one, but
he eats Bam up.
Yeah, I know. He's still going to give up his
does a Bam
25 to 30, right, if they just play him one-on-one. So it'll be interesting to see what they do, and you might see you saw yesterday.
You might need Jackie Bam
right.
to guard Embiid.
Yes.
Come on, man.
But it's crazy. Like, Game 3 against Toronto, they did throw. They blitzed Embiid, and he only did score 5 points in the first half, and you're going, they may have found a way to defend the Sixers team. And then he goes off for 28 in the second half. Wipes that clear.
Yeah.
Now I'm not worried about what Miami might throw at him.
Yeah.
I keep on saying, Spoelstra will win them 2 games in that series.
I agree. I think the biggest thing going forward, I'll go back to what I said earlier, is can they keep up the pace, right? Like you're thin.
Yes.
So, you're going to be playing a lot of minutes. Now, the good thing about this whole thing is the schedule is so spread out that you could play 47 minutes and, you're getting rest.
Yeah, and if you win in 4, you have 7 days
that's
of
it.
rest.
Like, all of a sudden, like, you're raring to go. You do your practice, the whole thing. Like
you saw how great they looked in games 1 and 2 after having that time off. And Harden looked great. Harden's best game was game 3.
Yeah.
He was fantastic in game 3. And it's crazy. We haven't really, I keep on bringing it up, but it's not it hasn't been that big of a conversation piece because we've been talking about Embiid and the shot. Right, but Harden played very well in game 3.
What he's doing is he's playing the point.
Yes.
Right? Like, again, they missed that. Remember, you had Tyrese is not a point guard.
No.
I mean, not a born point guard. He could played the ball in his hands, but you see he's better as a scorer.
Right.
He's better as, a guy who could score off the dribble, shoot off the dribble, score and penetrate. That's his game. So now, all of a sudden, you look at listen, is it a mystery that he's better with Harden with the ball, or he's better than with Tobias is better with Harden on the floor?
Nope.
Harden knows how to play the point, play the position.
Yeah, and Tobias said it's the first time this year he's played with a true point guard. And he wasn't taking a shot at Tyrese. It's just he doesn't play with a true point guard.
Exactly. But that series could be like an epic series.
Yeah, man, that's gonna be great. Sixers Heat, man.
Are you afraid of those? I'm going to tell you, I don't care about jinxes or letdowns or anything else. But I do have this weird feeling that they could make a run to the finals. Like that they are going to make a run to the finals.
Yeah, see, I had that feeling last year, and it didn't happen. So maybe it's good that you have that feeling this year and not me.
And it's only because of now, again, I will tell you that part of it is how the whole Middleton thing,
the stars could align like we saw in 2017.
It just starts to feel and knowing how they look. Now, again, here's the one thing I need to figure out. Now, maybe you guys, and I just give you how I see it. Is Toronto, how good is Toronto? I didn't buy that Toronto was this great team. Like, I really did believe the Sixers. You were my witness.
Yep.
I believe the Sixers were going to win in 5. Now, I still believe they could beat Miami. I think they'll beat Miami in 6. Now, I don't know what happens about Boston or Milwaukee, what happens. But the only thing I need to figure out is Toronto that bad that the Sixers look that much better?
I don't think they're that bad. I don't. I mean, they
get my point, right?
Yeah, I do. Like, it's not like, wow, the Sixers swept them because the Raptors stink. I think the Sixers are playing very well. They're clicking on all cylinders, and I think there's just some pieces missing for the Raptors where they're just not that legit of a playoff team. I mean, you want to talk about floor generals, right? I know Van Vliet can be that, but in a game like game 3 where he's chucking up threes and he's not hitting them, that's going to take away from their offense.
I think he's a good player, but
yeah,
honestly, I think we overrate the regular season so much.
No, it might be true. Yeah,
that it gives falsities.
But the floor general leadership, I go from Van Vliet not really having it to Jimmy Butler does. Right? Like Jimmy Butler has it, and he'll be able to run an offense with Bam, and they have shooters, obviously, Tyler Hero and Duncan Robinson. So they have a good team, and I think more of a playoff-built team than what the Toronto Raptors are.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I don't think the Raptors just stink.
You're right. Right.
Like, you saw game 3. I mean, the Sixers played their worst game and still won, but, you know, I don't think the Raptors are the Wizards. Like, the Wizards sucked last year.
Yeah, they stink. Yeah, they stink. The Toronto greater than Wizards.
Right, and the Wizards won a game last year.
I'm with you. Toronto greater than Wizards. My only point is I don't think Toronto is that good. I don't. Now, I had a guy, and I give you full disclosure, who put a little seedling in my head because I'm sky high, right? And I had a guy who I respect and he knows the league inside and out say, careful, Toronto's not good.
Okay.
And so That was my response, was exactly what you just said. Okay. So I'm like over the moon, and I'm trying to check myself a little bit. Because right now, if left to my own devices, I got a lawn chair on Broad and Sharp.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Like that's where my head is. My head is completely, I'm going to bare my soul, right? My head is, I think we got a shot, like a real shot.
That's where my dentist is, by the way, if you want to get cleaned up.
Sounds good. I really believe that. I really believe, and I'm really excited. I'm almost afraid to go there on the show, but that's how I feel out of the show. I feel like I think we got a real shot at it.
Yeah, I was saying when I was doom and gloom last week, I was still saying that I think they could beat the Heat and get to the Eastern Conference Finals, and that was doom and gloom me. So I don't think you're crazy to say they have a shot when doom and gloom dark hole Chunas is saying, man, these playoffs scare me, but I do think if they get past Toronto, they match up well with the Heat, they should go to the Eastern Conference. If that's doom and gloom me saying that, yeah, it's fine that you're saying they could get to the finals, man.
Yeah, I'm feeling so good. I'm just trying not to go overboard. But I'm curious to see what you guys think. It's going to be a great weekend. Another great weekend, playoff weekend. I got to tell you, we live for this stuff, man. It's so much fun. Everybody coming together. I love it. I do. It's my favorite times when we all get together and we're all excited and we're enjoying the ride with one another. All right. It's a Friday. It's going to be a fun Friday. Again, legs at 1 o'clock, Chunas.
All right. I'm excited for the GOAT list, too.
Yes.
Love the GOAT list.
Yeah, I love the GOAT list, too. We're going to have some fun with it.
You could have an Embiid GOAT list, to be honest.
We might. Well, we could do both. We could do it Embiid and
remember the Embiid shot against the Jazz last year?
Yes.
In overtime?
But the playoff,
Yeah, I know.
Like, I hate to say it, but the player formerly known as Julius up and under is on the list.
No, they're all banished. Every highlight is
gone.
First
of all, I love what you do at the beginning of the show. That's permanent. All right? That's permanent. That's the edit of the open of the show.
Of the Judas?
Yes.
Judas for Maximus?
Listen, we're going biblical. We're going Roman. All right. We'll come back in just a moment. Let me, you heard me talking to you about these delicious egg rolls from my buddies at the Gourmet Egg Roll Company. These egg rolls are fantastic. How about it, Chunas? When they brought them in those days, in fact, they got to bring some more in, man. How about the crunch those things pack?
Oh, my God, dude, it was incredible.
Yeah. Look, NBA playoffs, the NFL draft are here, and bar, restaurant, pizza shop owners, get this winning item on your menu. Little to no prep for your staff, and they deliver a fresh and delicious taste to your customer. Created right here. That's right here in Philadelphia. They have a variety of premium restaurant quality egg rolls like the classic cheesesteak egg rolls with premium real Philly-style steak, melted American cheese, the buffalo chicken with chicken marinated in buffalo sauce, a hint of blue cheese. These egg rolls pack a flavorful punch and a killer crunch. And again, just go to Egg Rolls. GetEggRolls.com. Go there now. GetEggRolls.com. See their full list of flavor options. Call your food distributor rep. Ask them for the Gourmet Egg Roll Company egg rolls. That's GetEggRolls.com. Big Philly flavor. Great taste. Rolled into one.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Game 4 tomorrow. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Rush Street. Grab a seat early to watch Game 4 and win great prizes with Jamie Lynch and Pat Egan at 97.5 The Fanatic's official playoff watch party tomorrow starting at 1 p.m. at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. For details, go to events page at 97.5thefanatic.com. The Sixers are one win away from sweeping the Toronto Raptors in their first round series. Game 4 will be tomorrow at 2 o'clock. You'll be able to listen to that game and all Sixers playoff games live right here on the Fanatic. The Phillies were off yesterday for the first time in the 2022 season. They started the game 13 games in 13 days. A 3-game series begins today in South Philadelphia. They host the Milwaukee Brewers. This update is also brought to you by Bally's Atlantic City. The all-new Bally's Atlantic City has new slots, new rooms, new restaurants, thrilling table games, and more. Visit Bally'sAC.com. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Harden guarded by Achua. 3 seconds on the clock. Step back 3 by Harden is good.
Up 3 games to none, the Sixers look to close out this series versus the Raptors. Sixers-Raptors, round 1. Game 4, tomorrow at 2. On your home for 76ers playoff basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by DraftKings Sportsbook, America's top-rated sportsbook app.
This week's Pro to Watch is brought to you by Bradford White. Bradford White water heaters are built to be the best. This week's Pro to Watch, the playoff Sixers. Not just one Sixer, the entire team. Over the past 4 playoff seasons, the Sixers have 19 wins and 19 losses. All 4 appearances have the Sixers not getting past the conference semis. The last time the Sixers won the Eastern Conference Finals was back in 2001 when they beat the Bucks 4-3. The last time the Sixers raised the trophy and paraded down Broad Street, 1983. A gallon of gas in 1983 was $1.16. For exceptional hot water performance for your home or your business, ask a plumbing professional about installing a Bradford White water heater. Whether it's a gas or electric, tank or tankless, how you heat your water matters. So choose the quality, efficiency, and reliability of Bradford White for your starting lineup. To learn more and find a pro near you, visit BradfordWhite.com.
When I was a kid, my grandpop used to say to my grandma, "I love you to the moon and back." Then he used to say it to my mom, "I love you to the moon and back." It always symbolized his deep love for the mother of his children and the mother of his grandchildren. So this Mother's Day, I've created a beautiful to the moon and back sterling silver diamond necklace. I wish you could see it right now. Wait, you can. Go to IHateStevensinger.com and see the silhouette of a crescent moon filled with sparkling diamonds hugging a silver heart. It's engraved with "I love you to the moon and back" right on the other side, a thought she'll hold next to her heart every day. Tell the mothers in your life that you love them to the moon and back, just like my grandfather did. It's only $98, shipped for free in my signature black gift box. Visit us at the other corner of 8th and Walnut. By phone, 888-I-HATE-STEVEN-SINGER, or online at IHateStevensinger.com. Steven Singer Jewelers, one place, one price.
Hey, are you tired of dealing with your old drafty windows and doors? Well, it's time you go Guida. Yes, my good friends at Guida Door and Window. They're going to help make your window and door replacement project more affordable with their buy one, get one half off sale. That's right. For every door or window you buy, you'll get the second one at 50% off, and you can mix and match these savings to suit your own needs. Buy an entry door, get half off a storm door. Buy a patio door, get 50% off a window. Need to replace all the windows and doors in your house? Then you'll save 50% on half of your project. It's simple. The more you need, the more you save. Plus, Guida will make it easy for you to afford your project with no money down, interest-free financing for up to 18 months. Act now. This offer is for a limited time. Restrictions apply. For details, call Guida today. Schedule a free no-obligation in-home estimate. The number's 1-877-GO-GUIDA. Or check them out online at GoGuida.com. That's go, G-U-I-D-A.
Keep up with the Philadelphia 76ers wherever you are with the 76ers official mobile app. Sponsored by Verizon, the new and improved 76ers mobile app has even more access to your favorite 76ers content, like real-time game stats, news, videos, plus access to exclusive offers, contests, and sweeps. Check out the all-new fan page where you can play games, download wallpapers, and access the Junior 76ers Kids Club. Visit the Apple App Store or Google Play to download today by searching Philadelphia 76ers.
Hey, Jamie Lynch here. Have you noticed some drafty windows, maybe a leaky roof, or perhaps a deck that has seen better days? Well, my guys at S&S Remodeling want to help you out. For nearly 70 years, they've delivered quality craftsmanship at fair prices. The Subers family has owned S&S for 4 generations. Trust the Subers to take care of your home. They're taking care of my home this spring. Go to ssremodeling.com for a free quote or call 610-936-8382. S&S Remodeling, making custom customers happy since 1953.
Cutting the price of your wireless bill feels good. Really good. Actually, it feels great. You should try it out. So cut your bill by switching to Straight Talk Wireless. Now offering our $45 Silver Unlimited plan with 5 gigabytes of hotspot and nationwide 5G on America's largest, most dependable networks. The $45 Silver Unlimited plan from Straight Talk. Straight Talk Wireless. No contract, no compromise.
A month equals 30 days. See terms and conditions at straighttalk.com. 5G capable device required. Actual availability, coverage, and speed may vary.
What's the room again?
1240, down at the end.
Ooh, what's that? Sammy, don't touch that. That's someone's old food.
Here we are. Do you have the key?
You have both of ours.
Oh, right. Not working.
Rub it. Come on. Try flipping it over.
Seriously. Why can't we go inside? I'm tired.
Give me yours.
You have mine.
All right.
What?
Please, if you
Dad,
could just...
why aren't you opening the door?
Can everyone just shut the...
Don't go there. Go on a real vacation. Go RVing. Learn more at GoRVing.com.
Every dribble, every pass, and every bucket, all in the palm of your hand. Because now you can sign up and bet. No strings attached with BetRivers Sportsbook app featuring award-winning customer service. Live in-game bets, live player props, and live instant betting. Bucket to bucket. Don't miss out on all the big games. Get in the action with BetRivers Sportsbook. Download the BetRivers Sportsbook app today.
Presented by Rivers Casino Pittsburgh. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Sixers fans, I'd like to introduce you to Hauser, the official real estate partner of our Philadelphia 76ers. They believe real estate is broken, and they're on a fast break to disrupt the industry. Commissions are outrageously high, service is poor, and there's been no innovation for the last 50 years. Until now. Let me tell you about Hauser. They're a disruptor, kind of like what Uber is for transportation. They're bringing so many new things to market that truly benefit you, the customer. Flat fee listings that put equity back in your pocket. Salaried agents who are local experts that truly have your back. Sellers, want to save thousands or get a guaranteed cash offer on your home? Hauser can do that. Buyers, tired of losing homes you love to other buyers? Use Hauser's Cash to make an all-cash, slam dunk of an offer on the home you love. Hauser is backed by game-changing technology, has the best reviews in the industry, and is now the official real estate partner of the 76ers. Check them out at Hauser.com. That's HOUWZER.com. Hauser.com.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
10 o'clock hour brought to you by Window Nation. Take advantage of Window Nation's 50% off sale on all style windows. Plus, make no down payment with no payments and no interest for 12 full months. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com. It's 10:30 across the Delaware Valley.
All right.
Buzz Radio with the Tunis. So, Andrew, it's funny. I was telling you about a buddy of mine who put it back in the back of my mind about, Toronto's not that good, so just watch yourself about going overboard. And ironically, I got a message from him. And he's like, listen, he goes, what you're feeling is not wrong. Like, this guy knows, right? Mm-hmm. He's like, what you're feeling is not wrong, especially now with the injuries. And it's very spot on, I think, because the NFL, what's the biggest thing with the NFL? It's injuries, right? It's attrition. We saw Kansas City lose a Super Bowl. Why?
Injuries, offensive line.
Exactly.
Well, like 3/5 of it was gone.
Exactly, including both tackles, right? So Mahomes had no time. Like, Mahomes played poorly. No, Mahomes was under great duress, right? What made him so dangerous is that when you can block for him and give him time, he can extend plays even more and make big plays happen down the field. So the NBA is becoming a lot like the NFL in its second season, which it's about attrition. But go back to the last time we played the Raptors and the quadruple doink, right? Toronto wins. Why?
Well, B was, sick.
Wins
the whole thing?
Right.
Wins only because of the Golden State injuries.
Exactly. Right? Like, so Golden State is hurt, and that's that, and, But it's very real that if you get past Miami, because I still think the Sixers match up really well with Boston. I know everybody's afraid of Boston. I don't know. I do think they match up with Boston. We'll see. Again, if Boston beats Milwaukee, who knows? Again, that whole series, who knows what happens with Brooklyn, too. All that said, it could come down to the winner of Sixers Heat.
Wow. That is crazy to think about.
As far as getting to the finals.
That's crazy, but it's crazy, but it's not crazy, because if Chris Middleton is still out for the Bucks, or if he's not 100% for the Bucks come Eastern Conference Finals time, that's a big, big loss for Milwaukee. That's a huge loss for Milwaukee. And because when you do the comparisons, right, who has the top two players in the game, right? So it'd be Embiid and Giannis are 1 and 2, and you can go 1A, 1B. But then there's always Chris Middleton, if he's on, he could be just as good as a past his prime James Harden.
Yes.
He's a very good basketball player. But if he's out, you go Embiid, Giannis 1A, 1B, and then Harden number 2.
Yeah. Yeah. It's funny, bringing it back to Miami for a second. That I think comes back to Maxey again in that, look, nobody's guarded Joe, so we know that there's an advantage with Embiid. The Miami backcourt is good.
Yeah,
right?
Butler and Lowry.
When you count those two, that's where you're going to need, because Harden has to be at least, he's got to be better, right? He's got to play the way he's playing now, but he's got to be a little better.
Yeah, some of the fouls.
He's got to give you a little more scoring.
Not as quick. The feet aren't as quick, so he picked up some bad fouls in Game 3, which leads to him fouling out. That obviously can't happen. And you're right. He scored, and the majority of his points in Game 3 came in the first half, which was huge because that's when Embiid was scuffling, right? So that was huge. But you're right. I mean, there might be a game where you're going to need to count on him to give you 25 plus.
Yes.
And now my question for you, if you're Miami, do you put Lowry is a good defender, but is he going to be able to keep up with Maxey?
Well, if I'm them, I make that the matchup because Lowry's tough. So you're going to try to you're going to try to get into the young Buck's head.
Yeah, and he'll I could see Maxey picking up an early foul because Lowry's always trying to get fouled.
Exactly. I like that matchup. I love this kid. Like everybody else does. The young ball is a joy, a treasure. He's just such an amazing kid, and he's grown more than I ever expected this quickly. And Lowry's a kind of cagey veteran that's a tough matchup for you. So we'll see. All right, real quick, let's throw candidates out for the GOATs of the great plays in Sixer history.
Well, yeah, so Embiid's got to be on that list. That shot.
The Embiid shot.
Iverson over Tyronn Lue's got to be up there.
Step over, correct.
I mean, that is iconic. Now, are we going dunks as well?
Could be anything. So let's just go one more and then leave the audience. All right, you throw one out. We got Embiid shot, the step over.
Now, does it have to be an incredible shot, or could it be iconic?
It's got to be iconic. So I was going to say
Mo Cheeks' dunk at the end of '83. Now it was a fast break. It's not like he did anything spectacular.
No, but he never dunked. He always laid it up.
Right, and that was the iconic finisher of the 1983 finals.
Yeah, what it was the Mo Cheeks exclamation mark,
which is what that comes to mind.
Yeah, all right. I got a bunch more in my mind.
Oh yeah,
all right, but I don't want to take it from everybody. You know what I mean?
Well, and the beauty of the GOAT list is that things can be knocked off.
Correct.
From what we have brought up thus far.
Correct.
Love the GOAT list.
All right. So we're going to come up with the GOAT list. We need your help with that. And, of course, we'll dive into some draft too. I'll ask you this, and then we'll go to the phones. Judas, would you trade 15 and 18 or 19? Would you trade 2 of your first-round picks for Kayvon Thibodeau or Sauce Gardner?
Very intrigued by Sauce Gardner. I am. So is this to climb up to where?
Just say top 10.
Yeah, I mean, I would strongly consider it. I heard the morning show talking about this. Would you come away kind of disappointed that the Eagles only drafted 1 player in the first round when they did have 3 first-round picks? Probably, but if you get a difference maker like a Sauce Gardner to go alongside Darius Slay, I mean, come on, that's ridiculous, man.
Yeah.
It's not like Slay is looking old, right? Like, he's probably got another contract in his future with the Eagles.
Yeah, no. And that's why I would do it.
Yes, I would too.
I mean, I would do it. And I don't know about, again, I would be shocked if Thibodeau was there.
Right.
But the 3 players that I would trade both those picks for, there's only 3, because I don't think, Hudson's not going to be around.
No, he's going to go early.
But Thibodeau, because I don't know why they have him falling.
Yeah, he was at one point a top 3 pick.
Sauce and Kyle Hamilton.
Well, and Hamilton's another guy. He's fallen in some mocks to the teens.
Yeah, you may not have to give up
2. Yeah, you wouldn't have to.
Right, if he falls
if
like
he's
that.
Dropping to 13.
But Kyle Hamilton's a great player.
Yeah. And
they won't do that because you're not going to use both picks on a safety, but he's beyond the safety.
Yeah.
I mean, he's an immediate upgrade to your secondary.
And let's face it, man, you had Malcolm Jenkins following the Brian Dawkins regime where you were able to put Malcolm everywhere on the field. They have missed that since Jenkins has left. They haven't been able to do that. Like, you weren't going to put Rodney McLeod up in the box a lot.
Yes.
I mean, Malcolm Jenkins was just all over the field. And you haven't had that since. They tried doing that with Jalen Mills, remember? That didn't work out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm the Sauce Gardner one is the guy that I would love.
Yeah,
or Thibodeau. Again, if Kayvon Thibodeau somehow falls, I know there's people who think scouts that think he's sometimesy, but he's so explosive off the edge.
And you're going to need it. I mean, Brandon Graham's not going to be here forever.
No, well, you need two. I prefer the corner. You walk away with a stud corner.
To go with Darius Slay?
I'm happy.
Let's go.
Yeah. All right, let's get back to the phones, talk to our friends. Dame, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Dame.
Happy Friday, Jonas. Happy Friday.
What's going on, Dame?
Dude, I'm still on the high from that game. There was so many emotions. It felt like a Game 7. I don't know why. It just felt like a Game 7.
It did feel heightened. I agree with you.
And as I'm watching, man, you know when the game turned for me, cuz?
When?
At the end of the second quarter, when he swatted Trent Jr.'s shot. To me, he made a statement. Because if you go back to that game, he looked like he was going through the emotions in the first half. I said it to my wife because she's heavy into the Sixers as well.
Yeah.
And we were down 10. I said to my wife and my son, I said, if we can stop these turnovers, we're going to get this game. And then all of a sudden, shout out to my man Tobias. You know I've been a Tobias fan.
We've always talked about him. He is such a gentleman.
He's locked in, dude. And so as I'm watching this evolve in front of me, and all the national guys are still complaining about the jump shot. Cuz, can you believe that? But it tells me something. They don't watch him because that's what he does. That's what he does. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I don't even understand that, but whatever.
Yeah, whatever, right? As Cuz says, whatever. but man, just the excitement, the joy, and watch these guys move the ball, and Harden's he's the veteran that fits this team. Dude, I'm so excited. All we have to do tomorrow is continue to move the ball and take care of the ball, no turnovers, and it'll be a wrap for the Raptors.
Yeah.
Point blank period.
Yeah.
Point blank period, man. So
yeah.
This is great to watch. And to your point about you having flashes, 13 to go, and I'll share this with you. I've had flashes, man, about the big fella hoisting the trophy with the confetti. I've never said it until today. I just want to share that with you. I'm kid you not. I've been having flashes, man. So I like our chances. I like what we're doing. And, man, let's just rock out.
Dame, again, when you have a real chance, and right now they have a real chance. Again, I'm not. Nobody's guaranteeing anything or whatever. But when you got a real chance, remember this, and you know this. Like this is what some people don't understand when how we get excited with things.
Mm-hmm.
The process. Two things: the process and 1983.
Yep.
Right. Like those are long times.
Yeah, man.
The process itself is, approaching 10 years in a sense, right? Like you're not far out of 10 years. You're 8 years in, right?
Yes.
And then 1983, dude. 1983.
And I was to be 83, to be at that parade, and we should have won it again when they got Barkley. But here's the thing. I remember you talking about the process, and I bought into it, and the players, and then we get Maxey. I mean, this team, this is the team, this is it, this is the squad. I feel in my heart that's going to get us there. And you guys are talking about the next round, real quick. I'll say this: I like our backcourt to match up with that Miami's backcourt. Let's finish business tomorrow. All right.
I like it, Dame. Good stuff, my brother. Have a great weekend, man. Yeah, Tunis, again, when we say it, it sounds so old, right? 1983. Are you kidding me?
10 years before I was born, my man.
1983. I was basically my son Anthony's age.
Yeah, it's crazy.
10 years before you were even born.
Yeah, man. I haven't experienced that much success with the Sixers, the team that I love so much. I haven't seen much success. But it's the same with the Phillies and the Eagles.
Yeah, but the Phillies, you've seen it, right? Like, you've seen it. Like, again, that doesn't mean we're not.
It's only been 10 years since they made the playoffs.
Right? But you've seen it. 1983. I mean, let's look at what happened in June of 1983. Here it is. Like I'm on Wikipedia. May 31st, the Philadelphia 76ers defeat the Lakers to win the NBA championship in 4 games. Are you kidding me? The stuff that happened? I mean, what was it like with the prices in 1983, right? Like, how nuts is that, Judas? That's why we freak out. You know?
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Ronald Reagan was president, looks like.
Return of the Jedi made its release in 1983, May 25th.
Hey, inflation rate was only 3.2%. Now it's like 35%.
I mean, how nuts is that? It's incredible. The Cold War. I mean, this is what we're talking about.
Dude, a townhouse, 2-bed, 1-bath was $47,000.
Oh, my God.
That's monthly rent for some places now.
Channel Broadcasting is founded by the Disney Channel.
Nice.
Seve Ballesteros, the golfer, won the Masters. How about this? April 13th, 1983, Minnesota's largest retailer, Target, expands into California, opening 11 stores.
Wow, how about that?
How nuts is that?
And now they don't sell basketball shorts.
Oh, my God.
And they're snooty about it.
You ever hear the Star Wars that Ronald Reagan, he proposed? That's what's began the technology into space, and the media dubbed the plan Star Wars.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's the technology to intercept missiles. That was the Star Wars program in 1983. Like, how not? Like, that's what I'm talking about. We are like we're.
Well, there's been a lot of UFO sightings recently, so maybe that's a good sign for the Sixers.
No, but this is what I mean by saying.
Been that long?
It means a lot. So when we look at the process and the fact it's been since 1983 since they've won it, this is why we are the way we are.
Yeah.
It's the way we were with the Eagles.
Of course.
Never having won.
Exactly. It's been so long.
I mean, seriously, 1983, you might not have never won it. It's a completely different game.
Totally different game.
But the finals were on tape delay.
Yeah, that's ridiculous. I remember when we were doing playbacks and stuff, I wanted to look up like some of the statistics, and I think the highest like 3-point shots per game average was like 2 from Andrew Toney.
Right.
Like something like that.
Right. I mean, it's a completely different game.
Now guys are averaging 11 attempts a game from 3.
Exactly. Dustin, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Dustin.
Yo, cuz.
Yo, Dust.
Brother.
What's happening, my man?
I couldn't get in yesterday. You know I wanted to. I told you I was going to call every day, bro. I told you. This is the year, dude. And the reason it is the year is because me and Chunas were even dribbles down the old man's leg in 1983. It's got to be the year. Yeah, real quick, before I go, the other day when I was talking to you, a buddy of mine heard me. I made a reference referring to Ben Simmons as a Waldo. Do you remember that reference we were talking about? I think it was...
you know what it was? It was the draft. It was the draft.
I know what it was.
It was the receivers. It was the... So they have hands like Waldo's. What happened was...
They threw it at Tom Brady in Buffalo in that playoff game.
Right. The term... Right. The term happened when in Buffalo they threw that adult toy onto the floor, onto the field. So I was making a joke out of it, and I was calling them Waldos.
Well,
and then I said the Eagles receivers have hands like Waldos.
Exactly. So my buddy didn't get the reference. He was saying he was a true fan. Just so everybody's aware, Ben Simmons is a Waldo, and now that we all know what it is, we can all agree upon it.
I am who I am. It is what it is.
Gravy. They're going to win the championship, and your buddy's right. And you got to let me get to my second point, but real quick. The reason Toronto isn't they're probably the worst team in the East Division playoffs. But they're looking so bad because Joel Embiid is playing so dominant. Any team that we play, they're going to have to double him and triple him. If our dudes are knocking down the shots, then they're knocking down the shots. If you're putting up 70 points and a half, there's not too many in the playoffs. There's not too many teams that are going to beat you. So I agree with what your buddy's saying. Toronto is probably the weakest team in the Eastern Conference, but Joel Embiid is the best player in the world right now. So as long as he stays healthy, the big fella's going to win the championship. Now the problem that I had with the other night, is the shot is the greatest Sixers shot of all time. Now what makes it the greatest Sixers shot of all time is nobody was expecting it. Who expects a 7'2" dude to hit a buzzer beater 27 feet away from the basket? And my question to you is, why in regulation with 27 seconds left, Doc Rivers calls a timeout, and he draws up a play to kill the shot clock, which I understand. You get the last shot. You attack the rim. You have Joel Embiid. You settle for your 7'2" big man to shoot a 30-foot jump shot? Well, I understand that he could shoot. I want him to shoot.
Well,
get him in the block.
Well, at that point, there's only a couple seconds. Yeah, he has to shoot.
No. I'm talking about in regulation.
Oh, regulation. I'm sorry.
Right. Timeout with 27 seconds.
Yeah.
The best play that you drew up. In 27, whether they followed what.
So here's why. Here's why. Because I was talking to some people. Who was out of the game?
Harden.
Right. The entry pass. With all that, it's hard. They're going to swarm on them down low. The entry pass you're worried about. And they felt more comfortable with him receiving the ball on the outside.
And then doing whatever he could.
And here's the other thing. Who else would you do? Who else would you entrust to that shot? At that point, I mean, he really is.
Like I've seen Tobias do it, but I would be more annoyed that the final play was drawn up for Tobias than Embiid.
Right. He really is the closer on the team. And he really is your best shooter. Like, I love Maxey. Maxey's not ready yet to have that play drawn up for him.
Yeah, in the playoffs, no.
I mean,
putting the ball in your best
I mean, actually, I think it is. I think and from what I heard, that they were, you're leery about an entry pass going deep. You're swarmed. Think about this, too, which they didn't say, but I'll extrapolate. The foul situation, you could see them swallowing their whistle.
Oh, yeah, definitely. The final seconds.
So, let's do this. Let's take a quick TO, come right back. Dude, I can't believe it's almost 11. My Lord. Bet Parks, let's talk about it. The Bet Parks is the official presenting sponsor of the 2022 Sixers playoffs. What a great odds boost promotion they got for tomorrow's game 4. You ready? All customers boosted odds of plus 760 on the following. Embiid, Harden, Maxey to score over a combined 76 points for the Sixers to win the game outright, Game 4. How about that? Embiid, Harden, Maxey. I love that play. That's a good play right there. Plus 760. How great that. Website's got the terms and conditions. That's pretty cool, man. Sixers have to win, but Sixers win, and Embiid, Harden, and Maxey score over combined 76 points. I love that. See, they always have fun stuff. Download the app, man. You got to do it. Go to betparks.com right now for the odds boost. No promo code required. BetParks, where odds, bets, slots, games come together right in your pocket. Got to be 21 in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Looking to sweep. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Rush Street. Grab a seat early to watch Game 4 and that potential sweep, and win great prizes with Jamie Lynch and Pat Egan at 97.5 The Fanatic's official playoff watch party tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. For details, go to the events page at 97.5thefanatic.com. The Sixers have a 3-0 series lead over the Toronto Raptors. They look to sweep the series tomorrow. Game 4 tips off at 2 o'clock, and you'll be able to listen to that game and all Sixers playoff games live right here on The Fanatic. For more Sixers talk, make sure you tune in today at 1 o'clock when Tim Legler joins the show. It is a Fanatic Friday, which is presented to us by PumpmanPhilly.com. Need a water pump expert for your facility for 24/7 emergency repair or pump replacement. Count on Pumpman Philly, the guys that know to fix your flow. Phillies begin a 3-game series with the Milwaukee Brewers tonight in South Philadelphia. This update is also brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. April's National Donate Life Month. You're never too old to sign up as an organ donor. Sign up and learn more at organdonor.gov. A message from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic. Fanatic Fridays are presented by PumpmanPhilly.com. Need a water pump expert for your facility for 24/7 emergency repair or pump replacement? Count on Pumpman Philly, the guys to know to fix your flow.
Hi, I'm Patrick Fingles, owner of New Look Home Design. Let's be honest, getting a new roof is not easy. You got to call contractors and hope they call you back. You got to get 3 estimates, then you got to figure out how you're going to pay for it. Well, at New Look, it's different. Schedule a same-day, on-site, or virtual estimate. All estimates come with a free 3D rendering of your roof, so you know exactly what it's going to look like, and we give you line-by-line pricing, so you know exactly what you're going to pay for. Plus, it's a great time to save. Most contractors will let you pay half up front for the roof and the other half later. At New Look, we let you pay half later and the other half never. Through April 30th, only pay for half your roofing materials and pay the other half later with interest-free financing. Call 800-279-5300. That's 800-279-5300. NewLookHomeDesign.com. It's the easy way to roof.
You know, as a 2-time cancer survivor, I know that when it comes to funding cancer research, every dollar counts. And I'm thrilled to announce that the American Association for Cancer Research has agreed to partner with us once again this year as the official charity of The John Kincaid Show. So if you've been touched by cancer directly or through someone you care about, join us in working to defeat these devastating diseases, because together we can help accelerate scientific discoveries that are going to benefit patients and families everywhere. Make a donation to the American Association for Cancer Research today, because donations from private citizens like you and me add up to big breakthroughs that are going to save lives. And I'm living proof. There's almost 17 million of me out there. I know it's a scary thought. We're cancer survivors today because of you and your generosity. The AACR and its more than 50,000 researchers worldwide drive the progress. Join me. Donate today. Support the scientists and doctors who will discover that next breakthrough. Let's give hope to cancer patients and their families. Donate online right now. AACR.org/fanatic. That's AACR.org/fanatic, because cancer research saves lives.
Are you a great guy? Know any great guys and great gals that would love to support a great cause while having a great night with the Skip, Charlie Manuel? Bringing Hope Home, a local organization supporting families with cancer, is hosting the 21st annual Great Guys Dinner, featuring keynote speaker Charlie Manuel. presented by Allied Resources on May 5th at Springfield Country Club, starting at 6:30. For tickets and other information, visit bringinghopehome.org. That's bringinghopehome.org.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. So help safeguard your small business with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device on the largest, fastest, reliable network with speeds up to 10 gigs to the most small businesses. So switch today and get cutting-edge speed with advanced security and be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Comcast Business Internet required. Other restrictions apply.
COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too. If you feel symptoms, even if they're mild, you should test fast. Test positive and at high risk for severe COVID-19? Then act fast with authorized oral treatments that can be taken at home and must be taken within 5 days from when symptoms begin. COVID-19 moves fast, and now you can too by asking your healthcare provider if an oral treatment is right for you. Learn about a treatment option at treatcv19.com. This message is sponsored by Pfizer.
Philly Pretzel Factory wants you to make sure you mark your calendars because everyone's favorite day is coming up. It's National Pretzel Day. National Pretzel Day is Tuesday, April 26th. And to celebrate, Philly Pretzel Factory is giving one free pretzel to every customer who stops by. No purchase necessary. Go to phillypretzelfactory.com today and find your nearest location. And be sure to stop by on Tuesday, April 26th. Happy National Pretzel Day from Philly Pretzel Factory, the official soft pretzel of the Philly sports fan.
What makes mulch so lovable? The texture? The smell? Well, it's not just people that love mulch. Your plants do too. Retaining moisture and regulating soil temps, it's the whole package. And when you use Scott's Earthgrow or exclusive Vigoro wood mulches, you can even pick the color. What's not to love? Stop in for mulch and everything else you need this season. It feels like spring at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
The playoffs are here, and PropSwap is where real sports bettors find the best odds and turn the hard wood into hard cash. PropSwap is the only app that allows you to pick your favorite teams now and then sell your bets whenever you want, and it's all from your phone. You never even need to touch the ticket. We all make sports bets to make money, and many PropSwappers make thousands of dollars in just 1 month just from buying and selling bets. You can win over and over without your team ever lifting the trophy. PropSwap is where America buys and sells sports bets.
Let Philly Sports Trips help make this the summer of baseball trips for you and your friends with 2 awesome trips planned. First one, a 4-game series against the Padres. Spend the weekend of June 23rd watching your Phils in downtown San Diego with other Philly fans. It's awesome. Second away game trip, how about a 4-game series at PNC Park in Pittsburgh for the weekend of July 28th. Both trips are going to include great seats with other fans, direct flights from Philadelphia, and VIP treatment from the best in sports trips travel. They're my guys. Philly Sports Trips. Go to phillysportstrips.com. Book it today with a small deposit. Tell them Kincaid sent you in.
Sure, any 2 slices of bread with something in the middle makes a sandwich. But what makes a Wawa hoagie a hoagie? Is it the roll? Perfectly crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside? The deli meats? Premium quality piled high? The fresh, crisp veggies, sauces, aiolis, spices, oil, and vinegar? Or is it getting it made with fresh mozzarella just the way you like?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Now you can add fresh mozzarella to any hoagie. Gotta have a Wawa. Right now, Wawa Rewards members earn twice as fast on hoagies through May 8th.
What day is it?
It's a good day to save when you fuel up at Wawa. Get 15 cents off per gallon when you pay with the Wawa app now through May 8th. Just pull into Wawa, pull up the app, select your pump, and pay. You're ready to start fueling and start saving.
We're going to Wawa right now.
And don't forget your phone, so you can pay with the Wawa app and get 15 cents off per gallon at Wawa, now through May 8th.
You're still talking? Let's go.
Gotta have a Wawa.
WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station.
Home of 76ers basketball and Flyers hockey.
Plug in.
97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
11 o'clock across the Delaware Valley.
Sorry, I was just having some good banter with Coach.
Well, I know the coach said something because you were
started laughing. Yeah,
you were laughing, you were chuckling.
Well, coach asked me to do something this past break, and I forgot to do it. Christy called me, wanted to give me an update on everything, and he said, can you do it next break? And I said, of course. And then he said he was gonna beat me and both me and Pat Egan up, and so I laughed. Yeah, he and Pat were going at it this morning in the studio. One of these days, they're gonna throw hands. Two of them. They spent a lot of time in the studio together.
Those two are always together.
Yeah, because they're literally in the studio because it's not like their mics are on at all times because there's John, there's Bob, there's Jamie all in the studio that you're in. They have a lot of quality time off air as well.
Wow.
Yeah. 4 hours a day. Like you and I are separated by glass. And it's not like every break we're chopping it up. Like I was just on the phone with Christy. They are literally together.
Yeah.
4 hours a day.
Yeah, I mean, we work arm in arm, but you're right. There's space. There is some space in between.
Every once in a while, you need the breather break.
Yeah, yeah. But you and I, here's the difference, though. You and I, it's it for the show.
Yes.
And Haley. Haley's in the other room.
Yes, today's the D-Train.
Oh, D-Train looked good today.
Yes, he did.
So D-Train comes in with a little lasagna for breakfast.
I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah.
Connor was giving him crap for it.
Yeah, listen. If there was some lasagna, I'd dive into lasagna for breakfast. Are you kidding me?
I had 4 pieces of pizza yesterday. 2 were for breakfast and 2 were for dinner.
That's strong, dude. That's strong.
Listen, man, you pay the money. You got to finish the food.
Dude, I listen. You know what's funny? I can't believe you said that. So Monday night, I had the family. Like my father was up for Florida, right? My sister and her family came over, right? Tooch came over. So I got to watch the game. So I got a bunch of cheesesteaks and a couple pizzas, right?
Nice.
So there was a couple cheesesteaks that were left. There was like 1.5 steaks that were left over. Now that was Monday. So last night there's nothing for dinner, and you don't want to waste food.
No.
There was actually, when I tell you, there was actually 3 steaks left over, halves.
Yeah.
Right? And so Moss ate one the next day for lunch, but then he was done. Right?
Yeah, he was cheesesteaked out.
Right. But I looked at it and I brought in one for lunch, if you remember, one day,
You
right?
gave a piece to Miss Rhonda.
Right. So, who, by the way, Miss Rhonda put barbecue sauce on the freaking pizza steak.
Oh.
Yeah, and she said she wanted to put mayo on it. I said, no, you can't do that to a pizza steak.
No, it's
horrible.
No, I'm not running with that one.
No, even you're a garbage disposal. You don't roll with that. You can't put mayo on a pizza steak or barbecue sauce. I love my Miss Rhonda. But man, you can't do it. You kill the steak.
I've had the cheesesteak hoagie before, and it was all right. I would far rather prefer just the normal cheesesteak, but I've had the cheesesteak hoagie with the mayo. It wasn't bad.
Right.
But I can't go pizza steak, barbecue sauce, mayonnaise. That's a lot, man.
It is a lot. It's a ton.
I've had barbecue chicken pizza, but that's, the chicken pizza steak, that's what, with American cheese or some sort of cheese in there.
Pizza steak?
Yeah.
Usually mozzarella.
Yeah, okay. That doesn't work.
Yeah, not with a pizza steak. I don't get it. Anyway, so I last night there was still a couple halves left. So I was like, well, I'm not going to let it go to waste.
No, you can't.
You can't let that go to waste.
You spent your hard-earned money on it, man.
It's a sin for it, right? And then there was no dinner when I got home from Cousin's Corner, so, I did what you did.
Yeah, you had to take care
of
the
leftover. You can't, it's a sin to let food go.
I agree, man. And the pizza was from Saturday.
Right.
Pushing it.
Hey, Harden.
Yes.
Are you at all concerned about the long term? Because it's one of the things that I'm trying not to focus on, but long term Harden.
Long term playoffs or long term 4-year contract?
Contract. Yes.
I'm terrified.
Yeah.
I'm terrified, and if he hasn't looked the way he has looked so far through the first 3 games, I would have had the stance of, I'm not extending him. Now he's looked okay.
And we got to make a decision in the summer. And
well, I'll see how it goes through the playoffs. I've talked to Jamie a lot during the Sunday morning show. He wants him to develop his old man game, which we have seen guards in the later years of their careers.
Well, Chris Paul, look how he's aged. He's 3 years old,
line,
right?
Man.
He's 3 years older than James Harden,
right?
And Chris Paul's on an incredible fitness and diet regimen.
Yes,
Harden's
more on the nightlife regimen.
Now, if he could always turn it up a notch and regain a little bit of the youth. Like he could still be good over the next 3 years.
Yeah, which is
but he's got to be able to devote himself to that.
Yeah, and I have to see it this playoff run because again, like you said, you're gonna have to make that decision.
He's a hard worker
this summer.
I know.
And if he looks shaky the way he did leading in, the end of the regular season, if he looks shaky, and hopefully that was just a rope-a-dope action, but if he looks shaky, I can't say, let's give him a 4-year deal.
Yeah.
And then ultimately you traded for a rental, but you traded.
There's a lot on the line, man. There's a lot on the line. Whew. I need to take a deep breath. All right, let's get back to the phone lines. Don't forget Phillies tonight. It is. This is the title zone. The title zone's real. You didn't believe in the title zone, which is why every time I said play the song in the title zone, you're like, But this is the title zone theme song. Play this song is our
of course
every time.
Yeah.
But this is like
the angst, man.
Right. This is the theme of the title zone. And we are smack dab in the title zone. Tom, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Tommy.
Yo, Ed, how you doing?
What's happening, Tom?
Hey, man, real quick, let me be serious with you for like 10 seconds.
Sure.
When a gambler finally admits he has a problem, man.
Yes.
When he can't win a damn bet to save his damn life. What's up, man?
What are you doing, Tommy?
Just hanging out, baby. I'm getting ready for the weekend, the Phillies, and then I'm getting my broom out for tomorrow. You were saying about Embiid. We waited 2-3 years for this cat, and we waited forever for him to come around to where he's playing now at an MVP level. But, I think the Sixers, if we're going to win a championship, they're going to have to dig down low with him, and he's going to have to, if he gets double, triple team, kick back out, and, Maxey, Danny Green, and Harden, and James Harden, the only way we're going to win this deal, the whole deal, is James Harden has to heat up. He's got to play a hell of a lot better than he's played so far, man. And, and I don't like...
Well, what I think you're referring to is that he needs to score more at times. Like, he's going to have to score more because he's been playing really good point, and he's been a really effective passer. But your point is he needs to be more dynamic against better competition.
Yeah, I think, the caller a few callers ago was saying about the Sixers are hitting like 50%. And it's, and if you hit 50% and make all your free throws, you have a pretty good chance of winning. But the deal, I'm saying he's got to hit big shots. The Sixers missed a lot of open shots the other night along with the turnovers. But, and they're not going to shoot, I don't think, 50% the rest of the way, man. But I'm telling you, if he gets double and triple, he needs to kick it out. And everybody.
Yeah, but I think he's done that this series. Every time they've blitzed him, which is why you've seen Maxey go off, right? You've seen Tobias go off.
Yeah. I feel good about it. I just don't feel good about the matchup with Boston. I have to disagree with you.
That's all right.
They look to me to be the best team. That series should go 7. Man, we got to get ready for the long haul here. But I feel good about it. I got a shot for you. I don't know if you talk about the shots in history.
What do you got?
Well, you took up and under off the board, right?
Well, no, it's there. I put it out. I wrote it down, yes.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say game 2, the end at the Spectrum, when Irving from the free throw line palms it and dunks.
Yeah. Yeah, Doc leaving from the line. Yeah. Yeah, good stuff, Tommy. Judas, it's a shame because
Doc could be a couple of these.
Gabriel points it out. There's so many Doc shots, Doc moments. Like, if we're chronicling the GOAT plays, there's a lot of Doc plays.
Yeah, there's a lot of Iversons, too, though, that could combat the AI crossover with Jordan.
Yeah, I got to step over in the crossover.
That's two. I forget. Was it against
Listen, we got to make four. This is the greater good is the GOAT list.
Yes.
So I'm not going to put a limit on
who
Dr. Judas's plays.
Even though he'll stab you right in the back, and
it doesn't matter.
Somebody will go.
Those plays happened.
Hey,
I can't erase those plays.
Dr. Judas. They were talking on Cuz Radio about the top 5 plays in Sixers history, and they had you a couple times. What are your top 5 favorite plays? And he'll go, well, it was this all 5 times with the Nets
or the Virginia Squires.
Yeah.
He would have this time when I was in Virginia.
One Sixers moment.
Yeah, I hear you, but those moments existed. So they exist. So they're not being erased.
All right, I'll find one.
You can. All right.
Andre Iguodala's free throws were better. Damn it.
No. Morning thoughts. Go ahead.
Oh, we're doing it.
I don't really want to, but you can.
I don't have anything. I'm good.
You're good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's bag it for today. We got all these people on the line, so I wasn't planning on doing it.
I will say this: my one morning thought. I miss the Sixers every single night.
Right.
But I'm kind of pumped that they're off like today.
Yeah.
Because it's gonna be a beautiful Friday, man.
Yeah.
And I'm just going to enjoy every second of it, like out back tonight. And it's going to be nice to just chill out and not have any angst. Even though I don't have angst in the series, but it's just.
No, I hear you.
Like tonight's a nice night off.
Yeah, I agree. Listen, I'm with you. It's a beautiful day today.
Friday. And then tomorrow, if they win, it'll be, day drink a little bit, enjoy it.
Yeah.
Everybody have fun tomorrow. Maybe it's a sweep.
We got a baseball tournament.
I'll have fun with that.
All weekend.
Oh. You start today?
Yeah, Friday we have game today.
Friday
5:30
night game. Yeah,
it's the you probably played in it. The Harrison the Heat. It's the home tournament at El Harris.
No, the Heat weren't around during the summer when I was a child. That we were only a fall ball team.
Oh,
they have since expanded.
I got you. All right. Yeah, we got game 5:30 tonight. We got a game tomorrow at 4. I will not be going.
That late second game?
Tam will be taking Massimo for that game.
Yeah.
Daddy's got to work. And then we got a doubleheader on Sunday. And then
okay.
If the championship, who knows?
Wait a minute. So it's a game Friday, a game Saturday, and potentially 3 on Sunday?
Yeah, I think it's something like that, yeah.
I would think the doubleheader would be Saturday to start seeding and all that kind of stuff. That's interesting.
Look at the schedule.
That's
but I
interesting.
think that's what it was. Yeah, we got.
Because if you run out of time, you got to finish it Monday.
No, we're not going to run out of time. It's just there's a time limit to the games.
Okay.
Did you guys have time limits? They put time limits. It's 6 innings or 2 hours.
I don't remember. I thought it was.
You can't start an inning after 2 hours.
Yeah, we probably had that.
And there's all kinds of rules. Like
there's the sundown rule. All kinds of stuff.
We got a game at 5:30 against the Main Street Mashers.
Okay.
And then tomorrow at 4 against the South Jersey Braves. And then Sunday at 10 a.m. And then we'll see what happens.
Is it okay to show up to a Little League game and boo?
Yeah, please do.
Because they're the Braves?
Yeah, I'm with you. Jimmy, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Jimmy.
Hey, Andrew Anthony, this is Jim the Horse Guy.
Oh, Jimmy the Horseman. What's up, my man?
What's going on?
What's happening with you, buddy?
We're hanging in there. So my Phillies point, and then I'll get to the horse point. But the Phillies point is, I'm tired of this sitting Bohm and sitting Stout. He's got to play them. And if he's not going to play the kid, stop. If he's not going to play the kid, then send him down.
Yeah, I hear you on that. I think he needs to go down because I think Bohm needs to play, and I think Stott needs to go down and get regular at bats.
Right, because if Bone's starting to hit, and if he can get back to 2 years ago, they'll have a pretty good team.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right, so the horse point, your horse is running Sunday.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yo, Cuz on Sunday?
Yo Cuz on Sunday, the third race at Aqueduct.
Okay.
It's a $200,000 New York bred stake race.
Third race at Aqueduct. Yo, Cuz, is it worth for the audience to bet the Yo Cuz better?
I think she's going to be a big favorite.
Really?
Yeah, and if she wins this race, then I think they got to turn her loose against Open Company, because this race also is New York breds.
Okay.
So they got to, if they win this, it'll take her to a $500,000 in earnings.
She'll race against better competition.
Yeah, then I guess unless they find another spot. I mean, it's tough to turn these spots down with a New York bred.
All right.
For $200,000. I mean, you got to. So I'm going to just try a couple exactas and a couple trifectas with her on top.
All right. I need you in when's the Derby?
2 weeks. I'll call you I'll call you either the Wednesday or the Thursday before the Derby.
Perfect. That'll be it. Thank you, Jimmy.
All right.
You're the best, brother. Have a great weekend, bud. It's my man, Jimmy the Horseman. Give us some Derby picks for everybody.
Looking forward to it. The Fink is checked in.
Love the Fink.
In all caps, Main Street Mashers, South Jersey Braves are officially enemies of the state. Boo!
By the way, you know who I met last night?
Oh.
Dude.
Fink?
I wish I would. I can't wait to meet the Fink. You know who I met? The Scanlon.
No, did you?
Yes.
What, at Parks?
Yeah, so I was at the Parks Race and Sports Book, and speaking of the Derby, right? And I met the Scanlon. He came over and he introduced himself. I go, wow, it's the Scanlon.
Mr. Locks.
Yeah.
I love the Scanlon Locks, man. He was on fire last year.
He was. The Scanlon. I had to tell you. I can't get another call. Don't fret. We'll get to everybody today. We're having a nice and relaxing day.
Yeah,
we need stuff for the GOAT list too, man.
Of course.
Step over, crossover. Doc up and under. Mo Cheeks dunk. Doc take it off from the foul line. We need a Barkley one. Has there been a Barkley? There has to be a Barkley.
I remember that dunk where he goes along the side. He's in the white jersey.
Yeah.
Like that's one of those highlights that gets played a lot.
Yeah.
But I don't remember like an iconic.
Probably like the Barkley big moment of the playoffs never really happened. There's a lot of AI. There's AI Milwaukee, AI Toronto. All right, we'll discuss. Cuz ready with
TJ McConnell against the Knicks.
TJ.
I love that play, man.
Yeah, I know. TJ was a good dude, man.
Yeah, man.
He worked hard. He was one of
I liked him.
He got himself he made some money, got
good
himself
for
a
him,
career.
Man.
He and Covington used the process. They flourished.
Yeah. Screw Cov.
No, I know.
Taking shots at Philly. Like, come on, dude.
When did he do that?
Oh, he took shots at Philly. It was when the Nets were in town, and there was all the booing and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, I missed that.
Oh, yeah, he posted on Instagram saying typical Philly or something like that, and I'm like, yo, dude.
Is that what he said?
You had people fly out to Minnesota to
I remember this because we did talk about that. You're right.
You're giving me typical Philly?
Yeah, Jim.
And then he goes, "Oh, they misunderstood what I posted yesterday. Get the hell out of here."
Yo, dude, I'll never forget. I told you I was working on the process book.
Yes.
And I was talking to him, and Kat was jumping in the conversation.
Yeah, so Cub probably complained about Philly to Carl Anthony
and he's
Towns.
like, y'all hate him. Yeah, I hate. I go, dude, you're completely wrong. Completely wrong. I love the fact that they lost the lead. I hate that team. I really hate Minnesota, and I hate that team. After the Vikings, after those Minnesota fans crying about the NFC Championship game. All right. Nothing takes away from a beautiful green lawn like an overgrowth of weeds. That's right. Just when you think you got rid of them all, they grow back. Skip the frustration. Leave the work to Natural Lawn of America. For over 30 years, Natural Lawn's been creating green lawns quickly, more naturally, with fewer weeds. Their certified specialists will assess your lawn and develop a customized treatment plan, feeding your soil with their exclusive organic-based nutrients. This unique approach has reduced chemical use by 85%, creating a safer lawn for your family and pets to enjoy. Frolic! Locally owned, family operated right here in the Delaware Valley. Trust a leader in organic-based lawn care. Call Natural Lawn today. Take advantage of the limited time offer. Free seeding every year. Schedule Natural Lawn's full-service program by April 30th, and you'll get free seeding every year. Call 800-FREE-SEED. That's 800-FREESEED. Choose Natural Lawn of America. Greener grass, fewer weeds, guaranteed.
Fanatic Sports Update.
One win away. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Rush Street. Grab a seat early to watch Game 4 and win great prizes with Jamie Lynch and Pat Egan at 97.5 The Fanatic's official playoff watch party tomorrow starting at 1 p.m. at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. For details, go to the events page at 97.5thefanatic.com. The Sixers will be in Toronto for their second straight game tomorrow. It'll be Game 4 of their first round series. Tip-off will be at 2 o'clock, and you can listen to that game and all Sixers games live right here on The Fanatic. The Sixers are one win away from sweeping their first round series with the Raptors. This update is also brought to you by Bally's Atlantic City. The all-new Bally's Atlantic City has new slots, new rooms, new restaurants, thrilling table games, and more. Visit Bally'sAC.com. Must be 21 or over. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER today at 1 o'clock. Tim Legler will join the show. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. The NFL Draft is just a few days away.
And only one Philadelphia sports station will be there live, covering all of the excitement.
Vegas, baby, Vegas!
Listen next Thursday and Friday to the John Kincaid Show live from Las Vegas for one of the most exciting draft years in Birds history.
97.5 The Fanatic's John Kincaid Show, live from the NFL Draft in Las Vegas.
Presented by Chickies and Pete's, your Philly sports headquarters and proud partner of the Philadelphia Eagles. Philly Pretzel Factory, the official soft pretzel of the Philly sports fan. And 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
You know, our pets may fight for screen time during an important video conference, or maybe steal our spot in bed. They might even knock everything off the dresser while staring you directly in the eye. But that's why we love them, and why the most loving pet parents choose Fuzzy to keep their pets happy and healthy. Fuzzy is a digital pet care service offering 24/7 attention from veterinary professionals and individualized treatment. If you're on a road trip and you need help calming down your co-pilot, or at home just wondering why your cat only drinks from the sink, there's always a vet ready to respond. Fuzzy even gives you product recommendations to keep joints healthy, coat shiny, teeth strong, and fleas far away. Every product is handpicked by their experienced vet team and personalized to your pet's needs. Fuzzy has everything for our pets because our pets are everything. For a limited time, when you visit yourfuzzy.com/Philly, you can become a Fuzzy pet parent for 7 days free. That's yourfuzzy.com/Philly and ask their vets anything, get personalized pet product recommendations, and improve your pet's health for free.
BetMGM, a proud partner of the Philadelphia Phillies, welcomes you with a special baseball offer. I'm Derek Gunn, and simply place a $10 moneyline wager on the Phillies, and you'll receive $200 in free bets. Just use bonus code DGUN200 when you make your first bet. Enjoy baseball season like never before and score a big win on your very first wager at BetMGM. Download the app or go to BetMGM.com and use bonus code DGUN200 to receive $200 in free bets when you bet $10 on the Phillies. Sign up today. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. 21 years of age or older to wager. New Jersey and Pennsylvania only. New customer offer. All promotions are subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable free bets or site credit. Free bets expire 7 days from issuance. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
At
At North Penn Mazda, it's easy to save big on some of the most impressive Mazda models on the market. Their certified pre-owned vehicle program gives you access to heavily inspected, trusted Mazda cars and SUVs that will serve you well for years to come. Having trouble finding the right car? A certified pre-owned Mazda model from North Penn Mazda might just be the perfect option. It's minutes from the turnpike on Route 309 in Colmar. North Penn Mazda is the right experience and the right choice for your next new or certified pre-owned Mazda. Visit anytime at northpennmazda.com.
When it comes to cybersecurity, the biggest threats don't always strike the biggest targets. So help safeguard your small business with Comcast Business Security Edge. It's advanced security that continuously scans for threats and helps protect every connected device on the largest, fastest, reliable network with speeds up to 10 gigs to the most small businesses. So switch today and get cutting-edge speed with advanced security and be ready for what's next. Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Comcast Business Internet required. Other restrictions apply.
Don't let the great thermostat war of 2022 ruin your summer. Call a truce with help from your independent Delaware Valley Train Comfort Specialist. Right now, you can get great rebates and special financing on a new high-efficiency air conditioning system with whole-house air filtration. These new Train systems provide cooler, cleaner, and healthier air throughout your home. For comfort and savings, everyone can agree on. Visit Train.com to find a Delaware Valley independent Train Comfort Specialist near you. It's hard to stop a train. Subject to credit approval, see dealer for details.
Springfest is happening at Lowe's, where you'll find everything you need this season, like premium mulch for our new low price of $2.98 a bag. And the spring savings don't stop there. With select Bonnie 11.8-ounce vegetables, 4 for $10. Shop Lowe's right now for everything Springfest has to offer. Lowe's, home to any budget, home to any possibility. Bonnie offer in-store only. Plant size and selection varies by location. While supplies last. Valid 4/21 through 4/27. Excludes Alaska and Hawaii.
Let's add a little red right there. Hey, we'll be right with you.
For Bianca's flower shop, spring orders and Mother's Day are a tricky arrangement.
Hey, can I get help repotting this fiddle leaf?
She needs to put the pedal to the metal and find more florists.
We're running low on daisies. How does that even happen?
Indeed can help her hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Behold, New Jersey, with the Caesars Casino app, you have dozens of your favorite slots right at your fingertips. Sign up and get your first deposit matched up to $2,000 with a bonus for slots or video poker, plus a $100 gas card using promo code Radio Casino. Must be 21. Offer valid in New Jersey only and for new users. Minimum wagering within 7 days required to unlock bonus. See Caesars.com/promos for full terms. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. Play like a Caesar with Caesars Casino.
Baseball's back, which means you can enjoy your BJ Wellahan's favorites right at the ballpark while you're catching all the action. If you're not going to the game, head to your local PJ's, where every seat is the best seat in the house.
Philly, we're big fans of keeping you healthy. With Health Fanatics by Virtua Health, explore exclusive articles, expert insights, and so much more on 97.5 The Fanatic/Virtua.
Wawa hoagies are made with delicious ingredients on a freshly baked roll. Now, you can add fresh mozzarella to any hoagie. Gotta have a Wawa.
Hi, I'm Patrick Fingles, owner of New Look Home Design. Let's be honest, getting a new roof is not easy. You got to call contractors and hope they call you back. You got to get 3 estimates, then you got to figure out how you're going to pay for it. Well, at New Look, it's different. Schedule a same-day, on-site, or virtual estimate. All estimates come with a free 3D rendering of your roof, so you know exactly what it's going to look like. And we give you line-by-line pricing, so you know exactly what you're going to pay for. Plus, it's a great time to save. Most contractors will let you pay half up front for the roof and the other half later. At New Look, we let you pay half later and the other half never. Through April 30th, only pay for half your roofing materials and pay the other half later with interest-free financing. Call 800-279-5300. That's 800-279-5300. NewLookHomeDesign.com. It's the easy way to roof.
Listen to 97.5 The Fanatic everywhere. On Alexa at 975thefanatic.com, The Fanatic app, and now on Odyssey. More of the Anthony Gargano Show now.
On 97.5 The Fanatic.
4:30. Across the Delaware Valley, 11 o'clock hour, brought to you by Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged. All right, we're going to get back to the phone lines. And don't forget, we got to get some draft talk next week. I'm hoping for a nice sweep. And then next week, you can take a little break to talk draft in between all of our Sixer talk.
Yeah, it'd be nice to do a nice deep dive into the Birds next week, and that's what we'd be doing.
I do feel like we got like a second lease on life. Like,
yes.
The championship being back on the table. Again, I'll say it a million times. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it's on the table.
Yeah.
And that has a giddy up, Tunis.
Whereas literally a week ago, there was talks of first-round elimination from a lot of people.
I know.
So the fact that, everybody's sky high right now, that's great. And it's going to make for an awesome weekend. Hopefully, like you said, they sweep and we can really focus on the Eagles and just celebrate on Monday that the Sixers moved on to the second round. And if they don't win tomorrow, I think they win Monday. Like, it's the deepest this series is going now. It's 5. It's not going,
I think the same thing.
They're not going 6.
I know. Let's go to Joe. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Joe.
Yo, what's going on, cuz?
What's up, Joe?
Yo, what's up, Tunis?
What's up, man?
I'm all right, man. I'm a first-time caller calling from Jersey.
Oh, welcome, Joey.
Oh, yeah, man. Y'all guys kill it, man.
Thank you, brother. We appreciate that.
No problem. I just got a quick Eagles draft questions for you, and then I'll just hang up and listen.
No, you don't have to hang up. We'll chop it up, babe. Whatever you want.
So I just was wondering what you guys think of Jamison Williams out of Alabama.
Listen, he is a big-time weapon. I mean, he can run. He can run. He can run like he's got that.
Yeah, I think he compares to like Julio Jones. So I think maybe our offense could really use a guy like that.
Yeah, I hear you. And I think receiver will be one of the areas. There's a couple. I know a lot of people think Drake London would be one of the guys. There's going to be 2 positions I think that they address early. If they don't trade or consolidate, they'll look at a corner and they'll look at a receiver. So I think those will be the positions of value that should be available, brother.
Now, I like Drake London, but I just don't see him really getting separation in the NFL. So that's why I wouldn't go with him. I like the kids out of Ohio State, but we already got Devontae Smith, and they kind of comparable in size.
Olave, yeah, I like, listen, I mean, you can't go wrong with Garrett Wilson either. I mean, Garrett Wilson is a stud. I hear you on Jamison Williams. He's a playmaker, without a doubt, and I would prefer the same thing. I think London would be 4th on my list behind the 2 Ohio State kids who I both love and Jamison Williams.
Okay. All right. Well, you think he'd be there at 15? If you think they'd be interested?
You know what? There's going to be. I think if they don't move up, there's going to be playmakers that they're going to look at. I think corner's their priority, Joey.
Okay.
And if if you're somehow able to get up to get Sauce Gardner, now look at that. I mean, that would be awesome.
Love to have Sauce, but I don't really think he'd be in that range. I think somebody's going to take him early.
They are. And the same thing with Jamison Williams. I mean, I think he could be top 10.
I'm just thinking about the ACL tear. Maybe he'll drive.
Yeah. I think they see it like you. they see this kid's a player. He's a stud. I'm with you, Joey. It's going to be a fun draft, man.
Yeah, I'll be watching, man. I'll call back and see how it happens.
Sounds good, brother. We love it. Have a great weekend, my man.
Speaking of
Appreciate it.
Of the draft, I'm going to print this out for you. I found something interesting from ESPN.com. Tim McManus tweeted it out. They did a draft grade going back to 2012. Now they use all kinds of advanced statistics and analytics and value of where a player was picked and what they provided and what they didn't provide. So the Eagles actually have the 6th best draft score according to ESPN's calculations since 2012, which is pretty interesting. And what they did, which is really cool, they gave the best grade from a player in that draft. So 2012, the Eagles drafted Fletcher Cox. Whatever their numbers are, Fletcher Cox provided a score of 32.8 The worst score from the Eagles that draft was they drafted a guard named Brandon Washington, who ended up providing negative 7.5, whatever the statistic is, in his NFL career. So I'll print this out for you. It's pretty interesting.
Okay.
But the Eagles have the 6th best score, which is surprising.
All right.
Because we complain about draft selections often in the city.
I do think that they have fared well, which I think makes them makes their score go up. They've fared well in the latter part of the draft.
Yeah, so
right?
one of these, the 2015 draft, and they don't have to have played the entire time here. Jordan Hicks was their best selection according to whatever calculation this is. Now, obviously, he did some okay things here, but he was hurt, but then went on to Arizona.
I'm wondering where,
time.
if the early picks are weighted differently.
I think they are. Yeah, I think they weighted a little bit differently.
I think one of the things is that they've gotten a lot of good finds later in the draft.
Yeah, so the 2014 draft, that was the Marcus Smith year. Bo Allen was the highest score for them. I forget what round he was taken in. I think it was the 7th round. He provided a score of 8.8, whereas Marcus Smith, their first-round pick, gave a negative 40.
Right.
Now, I wonder if that's because he was a first-rounder or because he stunk. Like, he was also very bad.
Well, the fact that he couldn't play and was drafted where he's drafted, I assume that's where the negative 40 comes in.
I'll print this out for you.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it. I like that. I love that stuff. I was just looking at some of the mocks. This is the latest CBS mock. You got Trayvon Walker going 1, Hutchinson 2, Ikewanu 3, Thibodeau 4 in this draft, Evan Neal 5, Charles Cross 6, Sauce goes 7 to the Bears, Jamison Williams goes 8. They got Jermaine Johnson, the edge rusher, going 9. They got Drake London, Kyle Hamilton, Stingley at 12, Willis at 13, the kid from Purdue at 14, McDuffie goes, he's the corner, Trent McDuffie from Washington, have him going to the Eagles. That's interesting. There's a lot, Garrett Wilson at 17, Jordan Davis, Chris Olave, all these dudes expected to be there. But I still think I think there's going to be a quarterback run. And here in this mock, there's no quarterback run. That's going to be everything, Jonas, is will those quarterbacks go in a run early?
Yeah, that's going to change the entire draft for the Eagles for 2 years, right?
It's going to push them back. Yeah.
We were talking about that when you heard a few weeks ago that there could be 3 in the top 10. That helps the Eagles out not just this year, but also next year when it is the historic quarterback class, the new historic quarterback class.
Yeah. Let's go to Aaron. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Aaron.
Oh, Ed, man, I feel like a wounded sports fan, man.
Wounded?
Wounded. You had to go and talk about 83. Last time we had a championship in Philadelphia for the Sixers, man. I've been a fan for so long, man. It's not.
But that shouldn't wound you. I was just bringing that up to explain how excited we get during these runs that this could be the end. And the fact that, listen, there's a real possibility that this could be the year.
And that's what I'm hoping. See, I got to have hope. Then there's a spot on your station that comes in a commercial, and they talk about that we didn't win a championship. We didn't get to the final. Man, it's just like, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I want to go. I'm mad, man. I want to go to a championship. I want to win something here. I want a dynasty here. I'm a Philadelphian through and through. I know I get rat calls sometimes because I look at different stuff and I like to see a team. Yeah, Andrew, if I see you, I'm like, you lucky you're a new father, man. I smack you.
Love you, Aaron.
I've been a Philadelphia fan, man, for so long, man. I just love them. I just want this team to do well. I'm riding with Embiid. He's going to win a championship for us, man.
Yeah, man.
Just talk about this thing, man. All the negative stuff coming on, I don't want to hear it.
There's no negative. I don't understand what you're talking about.
It's people. Oh, they gonna. If they play the Heat, Toronto was a bad team. Your boy said Toronto was a bad team.
All right. Listen, but you can't have. But listen to me. You can't have. We got to be able to have a conversation about stuff. Like, it's not negative. Like the fact that a friend of mine who's actually in the league, all right, was telling me just relax a little bit. Was like I start pumping my chest a little bit, and he's like, listen, Toronto's not as good as you think they are. And I didn't think they were that good either, but whatever. I'm just telling you what the people that are in the know in the league are feeling. It's just part of the conversation.
I know, but how many champions beat bad teams in playoffs?
I agree with you. Like, you're talking to me. I agree with you.
Right.
Dude, listen.
Pick that out. It's just like, okay.
All right, listen, trust me. It's not negative, though. Just trust me, all right? It's a part of all the conversation. Have a great weekend. It's a beautiful weekend.
I'm getting older, man. I need something, man. I'm older now, man. I seen the 77 stuff with the Sixers. I was there. I seen it.
I hear you, cuz. Listen, relax. Just they're up 3-0, man. Just enjoy this.
And I'm happy with that. Let's stay with that.
All right, buddy. All right, we love you. Hang in there. I think Aaron misconstrued just a little bit. Like, it's not you got to present all parts of the conversation.
Yeah, he wants to just hear the happy, joy stuff.
And listen, that's great. Like, I
get it.
And you get that. Like, yesterday was the day for that.
Yes.
After the win, the shot. Yesterday was happy, joy. Today's a little bit more cerebral.
Right.
Of the conversation.
We're also looking forward at this point because they are up 3-0.
Right.
That we can't help but start looking at the second round already. We were doing that after game 2.
And the guy that, my buddy, listen, he believes that the Sixers have a real shot. He just said, just understand that Toronto's not what everybody made him out to be. And that was his only point. Let's go to Sean. You're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Sean.
Happy boys. Happy Friday.
Happy Friday, Sean.
For you. Faux. Come on. It's been 29 years, buddy. 29 years. Not the same age. I remember that parade, man. I was in Jersey, cut school with like 8 of my buddies. We were about 13, 14. We had no business. Got on the high-speed line station. Got on Broad Street. I think the parade ended, if I'm not mistaken, at Veterans Stadium.
Yes.
Yeah, man.
And that was Moses wearing the baseball cap.
Yep.
We're going to repeat.
Yep. I mean, look, I'm going to tell you a couple things why I think we got a real shot. I think, in a way, like, in a blessing in disguise, like Danny Green getting more playing time, like, I don't know. He went in the Wayback Machine because he looks phenomenal.
Yes.
And, when you compare this team versus last year, when he's on the floor, and even Tease, his jumper's gotten better. We got 4 guys who can hit a spot-up jumper, Ant.
Yes.
We had 2 guys that couldn't shoot. We had Simmons and Tease was, like, really inconsistent. His floor spacing is incredible. And I got 2 other points for you. I think, like, when I think of that second half of that Game 3, and I think of, like, Ryan Howard, he said, get me to the plate. Or like Wilbert in 1980, the NFC Championship game against the Cowboys. Like, that was unbelievable how he carried the team on his back. I mean, he's got a will to win. And when I look at Harden, I think of Ant? I think of Pete Rose. I think of Pete Rose and Mike Schmidt. And I know it's a little bit different.
No, I understand exactly where you're coming from. You're saying, here's Harden coming over, the veteran force, the stabilizer to help you get over the top.
Yeah, legit Hall of Famer, right? He's a Hall of Famer, right?
Yeah, I mean, the same role that Moses played on that team.
Yep. He's making the team better.
Yeah, listen, he's playing a point. He's playing a point. He's being the maestro.
He is. Hey, one last thing. I'm headed up to Scranton to see my boy play a doubleheader today, doubleheader tomorrow. I don't know how I'm going to get to watch the Sixers game, but good luck to your son with his baseball this weekend.
Where's your boy? What's
playing junior college baseball up in Scranton. So
dude, that's fantastic, man.
Yeah, looking forward to it. Take him out to dinner tonight.
That's great.
I got one last request. I was listening to you guys yesterday. You had that montage with the bells.
Yes.
Give me chills. Is there any way we can play that again at some point today?
What do you think, Tunis? We can make that happen?
Yeah, and I can also direct your attention to 97.5thefanatic.com, where I actually posted the first 3 games all on one package.
Beautiful.
So it's like
all right,
6+ minutes long. But yeah, we could probably play it again on the
Yeah, I think we should.
It is a classic. All right, guys, take care.
You too, brother. A great way. Enjoy your weekend with your son. How cool is that, dude? He gets to go watch his kid play ball. Like, that's awesome. Hang out with him.
Yeah, that's really cool.
Yeah. Let's go to Uncle Frank. Uncle Frank, what do you say, Uncle Frank?
Hello. Happy Friday, boys.
What's going on, Uncle Frank?
Hey, Andrew, listen. Joyous, I tell you. Joyous we are. And we deserve it. Hey,
you sound like you sound like you're in a movie, like a 1942 movie. Joyous, I tell you. Joyous.
Yeah, Jimmy Cagney. Stephen A., go bleep yourself. So, I had a little sleep deprivation yesterday. I was making Murray post-game. Even had a victory cigar, which my wife wasn't happy about the next morning. So I have a story to share, guys. Your girl, Emma, right, and my wife, they got a puppy a while back, and this dog is evil incarnate. I mean, she better have a cat. She'll need all 9 lives. Anyway, late in the third quarter, the damn dog gets the remote in her mouth. And I lay chase. Next thing I know, Sportsnet looks like, what do you call it? Like the Playboy channel from 30 years ago. Everything's horizontal. I run down the stairs, and you're not going to... The dog had eaten that remote last week, and no one told me.
Uh-oh.
So, yeah, I'm in my phone. Anyway, I'm MFing everybody. Anyway, it ended fine, but anyway.
How did you watch the game?
I just followed it on the phone.
Wait a second. That's
a huge loss.
Wait a second. That game in Beach shot you didn't see live?
No. Late third quarters when the dog, I'll out her. Her name's Josie. Yes. No, I did not.
That's a violation.
Okay, Uncle Frank.
Yeah, but
you could pull that up on your tablet. You could watch on your tablet. Did you have you got a tablet, right?
Yeah. I was livid. I had smoke coming out of my ear.
I know, but I'm just saying, how did you never saw the Embiid shot?
Not live, no.
That's a huge loss.
What were you doing?
Throwing down clear and phone on the phone.
Question.
Listen.
Were they losing when the dog took the remote and changed the channel, Frank?
Yes.
So what you're saying is when you no longer watched, they came back and won?
Don't you go there.
You better not be watching tomorrow, Frank.
Let me get 4 minutes. So, guys, doesn't it seem like everything's going... Anthony, the Councilor Marone issued like a cease and desist order on the... Everything seems to be going our way.
Yeah, without a doubt. But
ever since the dog took the remote, everything went our way.
Wait, let me ask you. I got to ask you a question. You got to have more than 2 TVs in your house, right?
No, we used to have a third in the bedroom. My wife said, nah, we hardly watch it.
Okay. All right. So you only have 2 TVs. That's fine. But you have a smartphone and you have a tablet, right? You have an iPad.
I have a app on an iPhone. Yeah.
You know you can watch it on your iPad. Wait, let me explain to him he can do that.
I understand.
Well, then why would you sit there on your phone watching ESPN without actually watching the game?
I was pissed off.
You sure you know what to do? I got to get Emma on the caper here.
Yeah, well, Emma wasn't. That's the thing. She was nobody was home.
Yeah, he don't know how to do that. Yeah, we gotta get you straight, Uncle Frank. Now you're saying Uncle Frank's a mush.
No, I'm not saying he's a mush. I'm just saying it's coincidence that they're losing, and the dog may have done us all a favor by taking the remote, changing the channel, and then all of a sudden the Sixers take the lead and win. Just saying. They lose tomorrow. It's because Frank was watching.
You can't put that on Uncle Frank. I just got to get him so he can actually watch the game on his tablet.
Yeah, you got to help my man out.
Like, he can't be looking on your phone. He's in his house sipping vodka.
He's watching Game Day.
Watching on the ESPN.com.
Harden, field goal.
Right.
Made.
Like, that would torture me. Oh, my God. Like, it's an overtime game. That would torture me. He's got to be goofy.
Well.
Yeah, I mean, you can't have that. Oh, my God. That's crazy.
Slippin' Benny just...
Uncle Frank.
Slippin' Benny says we got to put Uncle Frank's dog on the float if they win.
Oh, my God, yeah. Cousin Joey said Uncle Frank sounds like the gangster from Home Alone, like the movie.
Snakes?
Yeah, snakes. I'm going to put some holes in ya. Yeah.
You have till the count of 10
Yeah.
before I pump your guts full of lead. 1, 2, 10.
I hear you're smooching behind my back.
Snakes. I know that name. That scene was great.
I saw you smooching. Oh, that's great.
You're ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property.
You know Uncle Frank says keister.
Yeah, yes, he does.
You know he says keister. That's without a doubt he's a keister guy. All right, let's talk about the BetParx app. BetParx, the official presenting sponsor of the 2022 Sixers playoffs. Great odds boost promotion for tomorrow's Game 4 versus Toronto for all customers, not just new customers, all customers. You got the boosted odds, plus 760. Here's the deal. Sixers win, and Embiid, Harden, Maxey combine for over 76 points. You got it. Plus 760. That's awesome. Max bet $10. Website's got all the details, all the terms and conditions. Great stuff, man. And that's all customers. Go to betparx.com right now or go to the BetParx app for the odds boost. There's no promo required. You want to use the promo Fanatic. That'll get you a risk-free bet up to $750. BetParx is where odds, bets, slots, games all come together right in your pocket. Got to be 21 in Pennsylvania, New Jersey. Gambling problem, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Looking for the sweep? I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Rush Street. Grab a seat early to watch Game 4 and win great prizes with Jamie Lynch and Pat Egan at 97.5 The Fanatic's official playoff watch party tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. at Rivers Casino, Philadelphia. For details, go to the events page at 97.5thefanatic.com. The Sixers will be in Toronto for Game 4 of their first round playoff matchup with the Toronto Raptors. Sixers currently have a 3-0 series lead. They look to sweep the Raptors tomorrow. Tip-off will be at 2 o'clock, and you can listen to that game and all Sixers playoff games live right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Tim Legler will join Anthony today at 1 o'clock to talk more about the Sixers playoff series. This update is also brought to you by the NJ Transit. Try NJ Transit and take a spring fling on them. Come take a free trip and see what's new this spring at njtransit.com/spring. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz, Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic. The 2022 NFL Draft starts on April 28th. This is another possible pick player profile. Here's Jamie Lynch.
Jahan Dotson, wide receiver from Penn State University, stands at 5'11" and 180 pounds soaking wet. He's an absolute burner. He's also a crafty route runner with potential for a big play on every play. He can line up at X, Y, and Z in the offense, but he's a guy that's probably going to play outside the hash marks at the next level. He's got great hands, only credited for 2 drops last year at Penn State, and he might be moving from early second round into that late first round coming up here in this draft.
This draft report is brought to you by North Penn Mazda. For the 7th year in a row, North Penn is a Mazda
President's Award winner, an honor earned only by the top dealerships in the country.
This has been another possible pick player profile on 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers fans, I'd like to introduce you to Hauser, the official real estate partner of our Philadelphia 76ers. They believe real estate is broken, and they're on a fast break to disrupt the industry. Commissions are outrageously high, service is poor, and there's been no innovation for the last 50 years. Until now. Let me tell you about Hauser. They're a disruptor, kind of like what Uber is for transportation. They're bringing so many new things to market that truly benefit you, the customer. Flat fee listings that put equity back in your pocket. Salaried agents who are local experts that truly have your back. Sellers, want to save thousands or get a guaranteed cash offer on your home? Hauser can do that. Buyers, tired of losing homes you love to other buyers? Use Hauser's Cash to make an all-cash, slam dunk of an offer on the home you love. Hauser is backed by game-changing technology, has the best reviews in the industry, and is now the official real estate partner of the 76ers. Check them out at Hauser.com. That's HOUWZER.com. Hauser.com.
If you're a small business, there are lots of choices when it comes to your internet and technology needs. But when you choose Comcast Business Internet, you choose the largest, fastest, reliable network. You choose advanced security for total peace of mind. And you choose fiber solutions with speeds up to 10 gigs available to more small businesses than any other provider. That's virtually everywhere we serve. The choice is clear. Get unbeatable business solutions from the most innovative company. Comcast Business. Powering possibilities.
Get started with powerful and reliable internet and voice solutions from Comcast Business for $35 each a month for 24 months with a 2-year agreement when you buy both. Call 1-800-501-6000 or go to ComcastBusiness.com today to find out more. Offer ends 5/15/22. Restrictions apply. New Comcast Business 35 megabits per second internet and one voice line customers only. Early termination fee applies. Equipment, taxes, and other fees extra and subject to change. Most innovative based on American Business 2021 Gold Stevie Award. Call for details.
ED happens, and it happens to a lot more men than you think. In fact, research shows that more than 50% of men over age 50 and more than 25% of men under age 40 have experienced ED at some point. With numbers like that, it's clearly nothing to be embarrassed about. Of course, it's nothing to ignore either. Fortunately, the board-certified medical director and team of physicians at Forge Medical Group now offers the revolutionary acoustic wave therapy, which uses sound waves to increase circulation, repair existing blood vessels, and even form new ones. Acoustic wave therapy from Forge Medical Group is safe, simple, and non-invasive with no drugs, no surgery, no injections, and no side effects. Better yet, there's no downtime either. In fact, call today, and you'll be back up to your old tricks in no time. Appointments fill up fast, so call Forge Medical Group now at 610-632-8181. That's 610-632-8181. Or visit ForgeMedicalGroup.com.
Hey, Jamie Lynch here. Have you noticed some drafty windows, maybe a leaky roof, or perhaps a deck that has seen better days? Well, my guys at S&S Remodeling want to help you out. For nearly 70 years, they've delivered quality craftsmanship at fair prices. The Subers family has owned S&S for 4 generations. Trust the Subers to take care of your home. They're taking care of my home this spring. Go to ssremodeling.com for a free quote or call 610-936-8382. S&S Remodeling, making customers happy since 1953.
Keep up with the Philadelphia 76ers wherever you are with the 76ers official mobile app. Sponsored by Verizon, the new and improved 76ers mobile app has even more access to your favorite 76ers content, like real-time game stats, news, videos, plus access to exclusive offers, contests, and sweeps. Check out the all-new fan page where you can play games, download wallpapers, and access the Junior 76ers Kids Club. Visit the Apple App Store or Google Play to download today by searching Philadelphia 76ers.
It's Ford Truck Month. Now's the time to get a great deal on the only trucks built Ford tough. Work or play, get after it in a new Ford F-150 or Super Duty truck. Get a Ford Maverick or get after any adventure in a Ford Ranger pickup. Take advantage of our best offers on the full Ford lineup of trucks. But you better get going. These deals won't last. Get to Ford Truck Month. Maverick has limited availability. See dealer for inventory stock.
Hey there, casino fans. I'm here to let you know that the new BetRivers.com casino app is here. It's got lots and lots of exciting slots and table games to play, fast payouts, and a rewards program you'll love. Plus, with award-winning customer service, the excitement never stops. So get ready, casino lovers, to experience the BetRivers.com difference you can trust. It's a whole new game. Download it today.
Presented by Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Must be 21. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Xfinity Live, located in the Stadium District, is hosting an NFL draft party for the Eagles' 2 first-round draft picks. Presented by Bud Light, the party starts at 7 p.m. on Thursday, April 28th. Guests will enjoy $3 Bud Lights and Michelob Ultras, $5 call cocktails, signed memorabilia, live broadcasts, and more. Xfinity Live is also giving away 2 tickets to the Eagles' home opener. Visit their website for more information and to make a reservation.
All right, let's talk about Golden Nugget Jewelers. That's where Philly gets engaged, corner of 8th and Chestnut, right there in the heart of Jewelers Row. Mother's Day is quickly approaching. And look, hint, boys, if you're a father, you need to get a Mother's Day gift from the kids to your wife. It's paramount, all right? You need to do that. It's like Dad 101. Hi, look at this, kids. Go give it to Mom. And they get something beautiful from Golden Nugget Jewelers, like a diamond pendant or diamond earrings. And you know what happens? Oh, she wells up. She's so happy. She hugs the kids. And then she looks up at you as though you are God. And like, look at that. You did it. Great job. That's how you do it. That's what you got to do. Go to Golden Nugget Jewelers, talk to your own, and if you're going to get engaged, because you want that moment, and to get there, you need to get engaged, get married. So you need to get an engagement ring. And if you're shopping for diamonds, you got to get the diamond at Golden Nugget Jewelers. Your own will give you education. They'll get you hooked up with the setting, all fit within your budget. GoldenNuggetJewelry.com is the website, GoldenNuggetJewelry.com. Golden Nugget Jewelers, where Philly gets engaged.
WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station. Home of 76ers basketball and Flyers hockey.
Plug in.
97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Oh, look at this. It's noon, and you're playing that song for Odubel, because Odubel has been reinstated. Muziati optioned to AAA.
Not going to miss Muziati that much.
No, he couldn't hit. Well, nobody can hit center field.
Not excited to see Odubel back, but it's not sad to see Muziati gone.
And yeah, and Vierling.
Yeah, and it's been like double play balls, and
he's feeble.
He's struggled.
He's feeble.
Come on, I can't believe I'm saying this. Hurry back, Moniak.
Hurry back, Moniak.
I can't believe I just said that.
No, I mean, listen, I'm anxious to see if he can put it together and what the spring was. Was the spring a mirage or, it's a shame, man. It really is, because I'm rooting for the kid. I want to see him. Claim that spot.
Yeah,
that would be a big deal.
Be huge.
Otherwise, you're going to have to go get a center fielder.
You can always just play Camargo out there.
Dude, by the way,
he's been good.
You got to give it up to Camargo.
I'll give it up, man. He's hit over 300.
You know what? You never know if you got to find. I meant to bring this up to you, but we're so Sixers heavy. But he hit a home run the other day.
Yeah.
And look, remember, he got caught in a numbers game in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Austin Riley takes his spot. The kid can play a little bit.
Yeah, he's got an incredible arm. I know. I never questioned
great glove.
Never questioned his fielding.
And he's hitting the ball, man.
Yeah, he is. I'm shocked about.
Well,
I'm shocked.
I don't know. I'm not shocked. I'm
shocked that he's hitting like 350.
Well, again, that's early. Stuff like that's going to even out. But I think he's legitimate. He's legit. Look at his swing.
Yeah, it's nice.
He's legitimate, and he could get caught up in a numbers game. Look, they could get lucky here. That's a big deal. Phillies Brewers begin a 3-game set.
Yeah, that'll be interesting to keep an eye on. I mean, Brewers are a good ball club.
Yeah, they needed the other day, though, dude. That needed to happen.
Yeah, that was a desperation time, man. And, I was sweating a little bit because I gave the Tunis guarantee for that win. And then, Rockies go up early. Phillies take the lead. They blow the lead. And I'm like, man, what is going on with this team? But fortunately, they hung on.
It's funny. We had the score. Or almost. I said 9-5.
Yeah, it was close, yeah.
I said 9-5. It was 9-6.
We said to take the Phils run line and to parlay it with the over.
Yeah. Yeah. Pretty wild.
By the way, Ranger Suarez on the bump tonight against that Freddie Peralta.
Yeah.
No Burns this weekend for the Phils, which is good.
Yeah, because he's a stud. Woodruff looked like he got better his last start.
Yeah, so they have they missed both those guys. It's Peralta. Hauser's still pretty good. Hauser's going on Saturday for them, and lefty Eric Lauer gets the start on
They should
Sunday.
rake him.
Yeah, but Nola's on the mound that day.
But they should. I'm with the bats to wake up because the bats wake up. That keeps you in the game. I was talking to Ricky Bowe the other day before he went on with Johnny in the morning, guys. And we were talking the same thing. He's like, listen, I'm not worried about the bats. I'm worried about this pitching staff.
Yeah.
And you should be. Like, I don't know what Ranger is.
No, neither do I. And I tried warning people that he wasn't going to be the low 2 ERA guy that he was last year. Now, I don't think he's going to be trash. Like, I think he's going to be a consistent starter. So it depends. How much of a difference is it from last year for Ranger Suarez? Does Nola Nola pitched well in his last outing. So hopefully he can start piecing some together. Because last year, he would give you one good outing and then give you 3 straight clunkers.
Yeah.
So can he give back-to-back good starts is something to pay attention to this weekend.
Yeah.
And then hopefully Wheeler's healthy.
Yeah, that's a big hope. I mean, at some point he's going to give right.
He didn't look good in games. Yeah, I think so. I think it'll stretch out.
Yeah.
I think Game 2 was a product of pitching, 4 innings really for the first time in Game 1. So maybe his arm strength wasn't there for Game 2, but I could see it after a couple starts, him getting back to form.
All right. The iconic, it's the GOAT plays for the Sixers.
Now, let me ask you, is it buckets? Bucket to bucket. Is it buckets?
Buckets!
Because somebody tweeted it.
That guy says the great. I love the way he says buckets.
Somebody emailed in another Andrew Herr. He said the Barkley behind the back pass. Now I forget who scored, but are we including?
That's a good one.
But are we including that, or is it finishes?
See, it's off the Embiid shot.
So it's got to be finishes.
Yeah.
That's why the step over's on there and the crossover. If he misses the shot against Jordan, it's not on there.
The dock up and under has to be on it.
It's got to be on there.
It's on. I mean, that was a man flying. That play's still unbelievable.
And we have Mo Cheeks on there right now, but more so for the iconic moment. That could probably get bumped off because it wasn't like a big shot. They had won that game already.
Right.
It's not like that was the game-winning shot.
There's got to be way more that we're forgetting. There's got to be a Barkley moment. Like the behind-the-back pass is a great one. And, and I think of Barkley, I close my eyes, it's coast to coast.
Right, and that's Andrew also emailed that in. That's the one that I talked about in the white jersey.
Yeah, coast to coast. But the moment, right? Like, you still need the moment. The problem is that he never had the Sixer moment.
Right.
There had to be a Moses. Did you get Moses?
Nobody's. Oh, no, not yet. I couldn't find it. I remember we tried finding it before, and I couldn't find it.
I'm trying to get Moses' speech. It's got to be on YouTube.
I remember we tried looking it up before, and we couldn't get it.
Really?
And it was when we did the 83 playback, we wanted Moses' speech, and it wasn't really there. I'll take a deeper look, though.
All right. 'Cause I thought I was looking for a little Moses act since we talked about him. Jared, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Jared.
Yo, Aunt, how you doing?
What's up, my brother? Good.
Just enjoying the weather,
I know. It's great, man.
So I got a little issue with the narrative that's coming on that Toronto's a trash team. I went and looked up power rankings going into the playoffs. Sports Illustrated did one. Any guess where they had Toronto in the Eastern Conference?
Yeah, you know what? Like, don't misconstrue. It's not. My buddy didn't say they were a trash team. All he said was they're not as good, and it's based off of. I mean, it's a guy in the league, right? So the guy's a really sharp dude, and all it was based off of. Look, they're not as good as they were. They were a regular season powerhouse. They're not as good, and in the playoffs, when you're focused on every possession, Sixers are much better.
Yeah, I get that, but so Sports Illustrated had them 4 and us 5. And then going.
Yeah, well, Sports Illustrated is nonsense. It's not even what it is.
Well, ESPN before that had them 5, us 4, and going into the series, it was Toronto's possibly going to beat us, or else we're going to win in 6 or 7. My point is, I think they are a good team. I just think they ran into a much better team in the Sixers.
Uh-huh. Yeah, listen, I agree with that. Listen, I do. I agree with that. I really do. I'm with you on that. His only point, because I'm losing my mind, right? And I'm freaking out, Jarrett. And so I'm going, oh, this is it. And he just said to me, just relax. He did say to me that with the injuries, he could certainly see the Sixers in the finals.
I'm with you there.
This could happen, Jarrett. And you got a weird, I don't know, do you have a feeling?
When I saw after the Danny Green dunk and the video of the whole locker room freaking out about that, it gave me vibes back to the Eagles playoff run.
Yeah. Yes. You're right on, man. I love that.
I got that feeling, man.
Listen, brother, it's going to be fun, man. Let's keep it together. It's going to be a fun ride, brother.
Let's do it.
All right, buddy. Good. Have a great weekend, man.
I got something cool I want to bring up.
Yeah.
The NBA PR of the league just posted these top-selling jerseys and top-selling teams with merchandise. And so this is from the start of the season to the end of the regular season. The top-selling NBA jerseys, LeBron James is still number 1, the LeBron James Lakers jersey. But the James Harden Sixers jersey comes in at number 2.
Wow.
So think about that. I mean, that's not much time. Trade deadline to the end of the regular season. His jersey sales for the Sixers specifically was number 2 in the NBA. Steph Curry still up there. He is number 3. Durant 4, Tatum 5, and Embiid is 6th. So 2 Sixers players in the top 6 selling NBA jerseys in the league nationally this year. That's pretty cool.
That's very cool,
and the
man.
Sixers, in terms of team merchandise, are 2nd.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Who's first?
Lakers, which, that's going to be like every year.
Yeah, it's the Cowboys type of thing, yeah.
But the Sixers 2nd.
By the way, right? Like, it's this. You know what's funny? I look at all the merch. The Sixer merch is by far the coolest.
It's really cool.
They do the greatest job. Seriously, designing.
The Spectrum jerseys.
Like John had one on today. Yeah, I was like, it looked good on. I was like, that's really sharp.
I was not a fan of the Boathouse Row jerseys. No, I was not a fan at all.
No, you didn't like the fact that, why?
No, it had nothing to do with Ben Simmons being a part of the design. Because remember, he was part of the design process, so there's extra stink to those jerseys, but I never really liked them from the beginning. The Spectrum jerseys that they came out with this year was such a great comeback from last year. I mean, it was awesome. And everything that they've done with it, the sweaters, the sweatshirts, the T-shirts, the shorts, I mean, everything has looked so cool.
It is, man.
Because they've done a good job with the old school,
Well, you know what it is, too? They have an eye. The Sixers have an eye for cool.
Yes.
Like they got a great eye for it.
Yeah.
They know how to make something that's cool. Like, that's the most difficult thing in the world, right? Which is creating something that, especially like, merch like this that you're going to sell, that's cool. Like you got to tap into something and you got to hope, and they have a great feel for it. Like it's all about a feel.
Yeah, because like the Lakers, because of the historic nature of the franchise. And like you said, the Cowboy thing, like there are so many Lakers fans that they're going to buy whatever, right? The Sixers, yeah, there's a lot of history with that team, but there's so many new Sixers fans now because the process was, I don't want to call it a hipster thing for a lot of people to jump on for, but, they've had to do a very good job of not just pumping out the same, gold and purple like the Lakers do every single year. So kudos to the Sixers, number 2 in the NBA in terms of top-selling team merchandise.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Now, it helps getting hard in midway through the season, but...
No, but listen... Again, when you're doing well, but this is you know how we are. This is a character trait of our city, right? You know what we do? What do? We represent.
Yes.
That's a real thing. So when everybody goes on trips, how many of us out there have gone to, say, an island or Disney World, right? Like somebody went to the Caribbean, somebody went to Disney World. And you always know the dude from Philadelphia because he's wearing a Phillies shirt, the Eagles shirt,
always repping,
or a Sixers shirt, maybe even the Flyers. But you, that's what you do.
I remember when I was in France in 2016 or something. I was wearing a Sixers shirt, and the bartender at the hotel. This was before Embiid really starts going off. He was telling me all about Joel Embiid and how excited he was for him. The bartender, man, but it's because I was wearing the Sixers shirt.
Dude.
We struck up the NBA conversation.
Dude, it's funny. I do the same thing. When we go away, I'll always have something. I'll always wear whatever it is.
Yeah, my first day in the honeymoon, I wore something Philly, and there was somebody on the island that came up to me and said, I'm from Philly. Blah, blah.
Yeah, because we all represent that way. I told you years ago when I was at the other station, I was covering the Final Four, and we were in Dallas, and I was with Robbie E.
Oh, nice.
And there was something, I had to ask the concierge for something. It was like, asking for, I don't know, we were going somewhere. And I just had an Eagle sweatsuit on. And I was waiting to talk to the concierge. And the dude that was behind me turned, we're all standing there, you just standing there waiting. And a guy goes, "Oh, you're an Eagles fan." Oh my God, don't hit me. And he went, "Don't hit me."
Oh, come on.
I was like, stop, dude.
You deserve to get hit after that comment.
I know, that's a GP. You get smacked, GP. That's a Will Smith piece.
Grant. Keep my city out your bleeping mouth.
Grant, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Grant.
Hey, how you guys doing today?
Good, buddy.
I was calling about wonder what your thoughts were if Denver goes out in a sweep. How does a MVP for Embiid look? Does it make him a better candidate?
Nah, the voting stops the regular season. All the ballots are in before the playoffs.
The ballots are in. And then Uncle Frank scared me a little bit there. You see the movie The Cooler? We don't got a cooler, do we?
Uncle Frank? You think Uncle Frank? I saw The Cooler. It's a good movie.
Is he a cooler? Does he need to listen to the radio tomorrow?
That's what the tuna said, that Uncle Frank might have to be relegated to the phone to follow along on ESPN.com.
It immediately got me worried. For whatever reason, that stood out, and I went right to that movie.
You know what? Here's the test, right? Saturday's the test.
He needs to call in.
Right, because if they lose, he's banned. Yes, I agree.
There's a ban. Yep.
Yeah. Yeah,
that dog may have been a hero because if they lost that game, series is 2-1 before Game 4 in Toronto. We're probably a little more nervous.
Oh, we love that dog.
So that dog could be a hero.
It's like freaking run, Joe, run.
If we win and he doesn't...
That was Airbud. Uncle Frank's dog.
I will send that dog a Chewy box.
You know what? Grant, you're the man. I agree. That dog's a hero.
If we win on Saturday...
It's like freaking Benji.
By radio, ESPN, and I got to send that dog something. But if we lose and he watches TV, we need to hear back from Uncle Frank.
Yeah, listen, if they lose, and he's going to watch, if they lose on Saturday, Monday night, he's banned.
Got to do it.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Sorry, Uncle Frank, got to do it.
Yeah, I'm with you, Grant. I'll make that proclamation. Good stuff, buddy.
Much.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if he watches and they lose
and then
on
if he
Saturday,
doesn't watch and they win Monday, it's the power of the dog. The dog's a hero.
The dog,
and Uncle Frank's.
In fact, Uncle Frank sleeps in the doghouse, and the dog gets Uncle Frank's bed. Right?
That's basically my life now, if we're being honest.
Listen, it's every man.
My dog. We're now we made the jump into the king bed. That was part of the deal moving into the new house.
King bed is the best.
I'm still sleeping on the damn end of it because the dog sleeps like this. Like, all right.
With the baby, Now, have you brought Coop stuff and let the dog?
Yes. Oh yeah, she loves them already.
Yeah, that's a key. That's a key thing. Now, it's funny. I did for little Prima. We miss Prima.
Yes.
But Prima we used to put all the boys from the hospital, and she would sleep on it, and she used to think that the boys were hers.
Oh yeah.
Very protective.
Love
of
dogs. That's why we love dogs, man.
Dogs are the greatest. Uncle Frank, you're gonna sleep where the doggy sleep. Do you remember what the dog's name was?
No.
I'm
sure he'll follow up.
Yes.
Anthony!
Let's talk about Anthony. Yes, Anthony Labruciano in springtime. Look at his day outside. A marvelous day. The perfect time to get the team at Labruciano Roofing out to your house and replace that leaky roof, right? You know your exterior has been battered all winter long. I say it every time. I look at my house. It gets battered with the windows and then the siding and there's a piece here and a shutter there and all that stuff. Well, Anthony Labruciano and his team, they take care of everything. That's why they are the experts. Anthony Labruciano Exteriors. When it comes to the exterior of your home, they're the only roofing windows experts that I trust for you. Anthony Labruciano and his team, one of the few roofers in Montgomery, Chester, and Delaware counties that has earned the prestigious honor of Certainteed 5-Star Select Shingle Master. Now, what that means for you, the best warranty in the business, 50 years from the manufacturer, 25 years on the expert workmanship, the expert install. Telling you, check him out. You're going to love him. You can see all his Google reviews, all 5-star. He's the best. Anthony Labruciano will explain your options, give you the peace of mind you're dealing with the best. Go to his website, paroofpros.com, paroofpros.com, or call him 610-265-ROOF, 610-265-ROOF, Labruciano Roofing Exteriors, the Shingle Master.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Hoping for a sweep. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Grab a seat early to watch Game 4 and win great prizes with Jamie Lynch and Pat Egan at 97.5 The Fanatic's official playoff watch party tomorrow starting at 1 p.m. at Rivers Casino Philadelphia. For details, go to the events page at 97.5thefanatic.com. They'll be watching Game 4 of the Sixers-Raptors first-round series. That tips off at 2 o'clock, and you can listen to that game and all Sixers playoff games live right here on The Fanatic. Sixers are one win away from sweeping the Raptors in the first round. This update's also brought to you by Compassion International. Earthquakes, hurricanes, and COVID have devastated Haiti, especially for the children. Help rebuild Haiti with Compassion International. Text the keyword radio to 97646. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
Anthony Gargano, weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
This is Brent Musburger's action update for 97.5 The Fanatic. Heads up, sports bettors. Right now you can try VSiN All Access free for 30 days with no credit card required. Visit vsin.com/free month to sign up now.
76ers a win away from sweeping the Raptors out of the playoffs. Philadelphia the 3-point favorite tomorrow at Scotiabank Arena with a total of 213. Joel Embiid's over-under scoring prop bet, 31.5 points. The under favored -125. Exact series price. If you think the 76ers will sweep, $1.45. The favorite, 4-1 plus 190. Baseball today, Rangers Suarez on the mound for the Phillies. Another 27 favorite at home against Milwaukee plus 117. 8 flat the total at Citizens Bank Park. DraftKings Sportsbook is America's top-rated sportsbook app. I'm Mike Sennett, 97.5 The Fanatic.
This week's Pro to Watch is brought to you by Bradford White. Bradford White water heaters are built to be the best. This week's Pro to Watch the playoff Sixers. Not just one Sixer, the entire team. Over the past 4 playoff seasons, the Sixers have 19 wins and 19 losses. All 4 appearances have the Sixers not getting past the conference semis. The last time the Sixers won the Eastern Conference Finals was back in 2001 when they beat the Bucks 4-3. The last time the Sixers raised the trophy and paraded down Broad Street, 1983. A gallon of gas in 1983 was $1.16. For exceptional hot water performance for your home or your business, ask a plumbing professional about installing a Bradford White water heater. Whether it's a gas or electric, tank or tankless, how you heat your water matters. So choose the quality, efficiency, and reliability of Bradford White for your starting lineup. To learn more and find a pro near you, visit BradfordWhite.com.
Hey, Philly, it's Natalie Eganoff here. It's about time you hear what we've been building. It's so cool. Over the last few months, Parks has been working on a massive project to build the all-new Parks app. It's an epic experience, and it's coming this spring. The new app will have casino and sportsbook in one fast and easy app, quick, safe, and secure deposits and withdrawals, exclusive games, great promos, and more. The all-new Parks app is coming.
Must be 21 and in Pennsylvania. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, it's Cuz. Sixers playoff time. The absolute best. And big news with the Sixers and BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app. 2 of the best brands taking it a step further for the playoffs. BetParks proud to be the official presenting partner of the Sixers playoffs. BetParks, the only casino and sportsbook app I recommend. Check out the Win for All promo from the Sixers and the all-new BetParks Casino and Sportsbook app. Download the app or go to BetParks.com. Here come your Philadelphia 76ers. Got to be 21 in Pennsylvania or New Jersey. Gambling problem? Call 800-GAMBLER.
Sure, any 2 slices of bread with something in the middle makes a sandwich. But what makes a Wawa hoagie a hoagie? Is it the roll? Perfectly crispy on the outside, chewy on the inside? The deli meats? Premium quality piled high? The fresh, crisp veggies, sauces, aiolis, spices, oil, and vinegar? Or is it getting it made with fresh mozzarella just the way you like?
Yeah, it's all of that.
Now you can add fresh mozzarella to any hoagie. Gotta have a Wawa. Right now, Wawa Rewards members earn twice as fast on hoagies through May 8th. Whatever sip you savor, Wawa's got you covered with the new cold brewed iced teas and lemonades. Flavors like mango green tea, black tea lemonade, and dragon fruit lemonade. And you can upgrade your sipping experience by adding mango-flavored popping bubbles to any tea or lemonade. Because everything's better with popping bubbles. No matter what you're in the mood for, there's a tea or lemonade for you. Maybe even one with mango-flavored popping bubbles. Refresh with the new cold brewed iced teas and lemonades at Wawa.
George Bocchetto, former Pennsylvania boxing commissioner, is fed up with removing statues, fed up with cancel culture, fed up with attacks on Italian heritage, and fed up with calls to defund the police. George Bocchetto is running for the U.S. Senate to do something about it. The Fraternal Order of Police endorsed him. George Bocchetto, Republican for Senator, qualified by unanimous decision. PA for PA Super PAC is responsible for the content of this advertising. It is not approved by any candidate or candidates committee.
Get help managing your money for the life and years ahead. With Fidelity Income Planning, we'll look at what you've saved, what you'll need, and build a straightforward plan to generate income, even when you're not working. A plan that gives you the chance to grow your savings and create cash flow that lasts. Plus, you can start, stop, or adjust your plan at any time without the unnecessary fees. Talk to us today so we can help you go from saving to living. Fidelity Brokerage Services, member NYSE SIPC.
Ray Magliozzi here for eBay Motors. So you have to drive 300 miles to your cousin's wedding. Okay, so it's his 4th. But you know what they say, 4th time's the charm. Well, here's the problem. Your tires are as bald as I am. But lucky for you, eBay Motors has tires for just about every make and model. Plus wheels, lug nuts, jack stands, and more. 122 million parts. Do they have tissues? Oh, good, because I'm definitely a crier. Get the right parts at the right prices. eBay Motors. Let's ride.
If you have a small business, Staples has your sign.
Banners for my bakery?
Staples has your sign.
Oh, posters for my new pet store.
Floor decals for a pharmacy.
Every day, Staples associates help every kind of small business create bold signs to make big impressions. And now get $10 off custom signs, banners, and posters when you spend $50 or more. This is your sign, so print it big at Staples. Ends 5/28. Visit staplesconnect.com/thisisyoursign for details.
Philly Pretzel Factory wants you to make sure you mark your calendars because everyone's favorite day is coming up. It's National Pretzel Day. National Pretzel Day is Tuesday, April 26th. And to celebrate, Philly Pretzel Factory is giving one free pretzel to every customer who stops by. No purchase necessary. Go to phillypretzelfactory.com today and find your nearest location. And be sure to stop by on Tuesday, April 26th. Happy National Pretzel Day from Philly Pretzel Factory, the official soft pretzel of the Philly sports fan.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. We are getting close to another special day, another day where you need to go shopping. As you know, Christy and I just had our beautiful baby boy Cooper, who I'm very, very hopeful might be coming home soon because it'll be 5 weeks on Monday since he was born. So I'm hoping he will be home, and I hope that he's going to be home in time for Mother's Day. And that's why you got to get to action. I actually did my shopping last Saturday, so I'm in the clear, but you know where to go. Mother's Day, it's coming up on May 9th, and because this was her first Mother's Day, I had to get her a very special gift, which is why I went to one place. That, of course, Family and Company Jewelers. They're on Route 70 in Marlton, New Jersey. Whether you're shopping for your mom, your wife, your daughter, there's all kinds of great stuff that you can get at Family Company Jewelers. You have to see them. And my man Angelo, he has been incredible. Their selection, prices, and of course, most importantly, their service. It is amazing. Angelo's been every step of the way with me. We got the engagement ring there, wedding bands, anniversary gift. My parents went there for an anniversary gift. I sent one of my buddies there to get his own engagement ring to his beautiful fiance. So there's been a lot with Family Company Jewelers in my life, and that's why I had to go there for Christy's first Mother's Day. Family Company Jewelers on Route 70 in Marlton, New Jersey, or you can visit them online at familyjewelers.com. That's Family and Company Jewelers, South Jersey's diamond destination.
More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Dude, 12:30, dude?
And I have no idea how it got to 12:30 already.
Sometimes it's scary how time melts. The only time it melts, there's a couple times, like when we do the show and there's something big happening, and we're just like going a mile a minute, like the break just comes upon us.
Yes. Like I can't believe that it is 12:30 today. Hopefully today is going as fast as everybody else on this beautiful Friday, so we can all enjoy this weekend, man.
Yeah, but let me ask you a question. The times when time melts, when we're doing the show running like it, when there's a big story like this, like the Sixers, or when you're playing video games, right? Like all of a sudden you look up, you go,
well,
oh my God,
games,
4 hours just went.
Video games, because it depends on what you're playing too. So my buddies and I, it was funny. We hadn't talked to each other in a few days, and you know, they're my two best friends, right? So we talk to each other all the time. So during halftime of Game 3, we hopped on the Warzone because we just wanted to talk to each other, catch up. Oh my God, the first half, it was great, and you're playing Xbox while it's happening. All of a sudden, 15 minutes went by like that, and I was like, "Oh damn, halftime, goodbye. See you later. Got to get back to watching the game." And last night I had the house to myself because the hospital let Christy chill with Coop last night. I think I flipped on the Xbox at like 8 o'clock, and before I knew it was 11:30.
Right.
And I'm like, oh damn, I got to
do that. Well, I do it all day. Like at night, you all of a sudden it's like you look up, it's 4 a.m.
It depends on what you're playing. Like Madden, one game is an hour.
Yeah.
But you're never gonna play one game of Madden.
Dude, I got all this work I'm trying to do, right? And the little guy makes me feel guilty. Daddy, we haven't played this week. You know?
Yes, Mossy, but we played 50 times last week.
And you got, you play baseball every night.
Right.
And, you do this, you do that. And Daddy's, and I miss him. You know what I mean? But I go, listen, I like playing. I enjoy it. You know what I mean? I enjoy it. Hey, our 12 o'clock hour is brought to you by Service First Heating and Air Conditioning. That's Brian. Get 0% financing, 72 months, $500 rebate when you purchase a complete heating and cooling system from Service First. Learn more at ServiceFirstHVAC.com. All right. Let's get back to it. Billy, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Bill.
Yo, what's happening, cuz?
What do you say, Bill?
Hey, I say all good things, man. Hey, can I share a little good news for you, since I know you like good news from the land?
Yes, please.
I got a record deal, dude.
Really?
53 years old, and I got a record.
Dude, Dude, that's unbelievable. Congratulations. Tell us the story. Where can we get it?
It's going to come out in 2023. We shook hands on it, but haven't signed the paper, so I won't share the name. But it's a small but a label of good character, mostly jazz stuff. But it's a collection of my songs that I recorded a few years ago, and a friend of mine at the label dug it up and said, "Hey, this stuff's great, man." And he wrote me out of the blue and said, "I want to release this." And so we shook hands on the deal. And
man, that's fantastic, Bill.
Dude, I'm super psyched because I'm a journalist by profession, but a writer and a musician, and that's where my heart lies, is in telling stories and so
I
get my
love
stuff
it.
out there to people. Yeah, I think.
Do me a favor when you the further you get in the process and when you get release date, let us know. We'll announce it.
A couple months. I'll have probably some early material to release and stuff like that. But the main thing, for your listeners, just keep doing the things that you love, y'all. Like whatever you love, just keep doing it, and good things will.
Dude, I think that's lovely. I do. I think it's great advice. I'm with you. Listen, I'm still at doing the movie TV thing, and it's been a long time.
Yeah,
only like 20 years.
Keep knocking on that door.
Yeah, it's great. It's fun, man. Yeah.
Hey, listen, speaking of fun, nothing was more fun than watching the Joker turn that ball over at the end of the game.
I'm thinking the same thing. I was loving it. All those things, they all got to eat it. Every last one of them all got to eat it.
I'm just waiting for somebody to come out in a couple of days and go, well, the advanced analytics say the Joker actually had a better series than.
I know. Some nonsense. Yes.
But let me drop something on you, man. One of my favorite maxims that I've shared with you before is this one. Data is for management. And I think that this case of the MVP conversation is exhibit A of that story. Because for fans, right, what do we look at? We look at performance. We look at talent. We look with our eyes and we see what we see, and we can see what Embiid has done this year. And the only way to talk yourself out of Embiid being the MVP is to come up with a bunch of numbers and sit around and dig around in your calculator for 4 hours, and then you can come up with something.
Right.
And so who is it that's dragging these secret statistics into the conversation? It's not players. It's not coaches. It's not fans. It's suits that have some interest to protect. Some problem with the process.
Dude, that is very, very, very strong by you. Yeah, very intuitive. Because that's how stuff gets out there, and it gets out through social media, and it's a lot easier to get your messaging across through social media.
Yeah. Well, listen, the other thing I wanted to mention, too, is that a great, great performer in this series and these playoffs is our friend Kate Scott. I think she's doing a fantastic job as a broadcaster. I think she's an outstanding storyteller. She's teaching me a lot about basketball just by the way that she describes it.
That's awesome, man.
And the final thing I'm going to throw you away, since we're talking about achievements for the land, I think she did the absolute smartest thing with your play the song attribution, because now she's basically institutionalized Tunis, right? Her official line is, Tunis, play the song. That's what she says. And she's going to be saying that for 50 years. And 50 years from now, there's going to be like a Wikipedia entry where people are like, who is Tunis? Who was that guy? And it'll be like, actually, the Senator Tunis, before he was a United States Senator, was a producer.
I would say no. And then Cooper, right? Cooper Tunis, be following his footsteps as the president. I love it. Good stuff, Billy. There you go.
Hopefully the pharmacist has mom's brain.
That's fantastic.
My vibes, patience, and attitude, but her brain.
The whole idea of, I'm so happy that Kate attributes, because when I did it organically. It wasn't supposed to be a thing. I just kept doing it because I enjoyed it, and I kept saying, Tunis, play the song. Tunis, play the song. And it's great that it became a thing. And we love it, and the fact that Kate pays homage to it, we appreciate.
Awesome because like the origin of the play the song, you and I both loved it. You from your childhood, I from just me and my roommate would play it when we were pre-gaming before going out in college. Like we were idiots, and that's what we drank to before going out, which is probably why nobody liked me, at least girls, that is. And so you started bringing it back into the show, and like you would say, play the song, and then it just took over, man. Like I don't
Well,
think.
you know what happened? It was during the playoffs.
Yeah, it was the Nets series.
Yeah.
And we didn't.
And I kept freaking out.
It's not like we planned you would say,
No,
play the song.
I don't plan anything like that.
It just kind of like, I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, I don't believe in. It's got to be organic.
And that's
everything
what it
in
was.
life is organic.
You said play the song, and I knew what you were talking about.
Yeah, that's where it happened.
That's how,
Judas, play the song. And then you would always do. And I believe, wasn't Jason with us?
Yeah, I think so. He was still there, and then I remember.
Because I remember freaking out. One day he was off, and I just remember saying, I said it 100 times.
And then,
because I was out of my mind.
And then that weekend of the Nets series, you guys, the station did like a special broadcast on a Saturday or Sunday. It was before a game. And Dylan was actually running the board. But Dylan was Chunas for the day because people were calling in saying Chunas play the song.
That's right. I had Dylan, and I was
Dylan
freaking out.
running the board. And it's just crazy.
And I had Dylan do.
Here we are now, 3 years later.
And I was doing Chunas because I wanted to keep it.
Right.
I wanted to keep it the same because I'm weird like that. And that's why Uncle Frank can't watch if they lose. He can't watch while he's banned Monday. Right. We'll have to capture Uncle Frank and leave him like in the woods with just his phone. Jessica, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Jess.
Hey, Kaz.
What's going on, Jess?
Oh, I am just jacked up for the game tomorrow. We're going to sweep Toronto in Toronto. Bring on the Heat.
Look at you. Like, Judas, let me tell you something. Jess is a huge Sixer fan. We met at the Chickies and Pete's in Malvern.
Oh, nice.
In fact, we might be distant relatives, me and her husband, we share the Grasso name.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yes. Grasso's on my father's side. And you are a Sixer nut. I love that about you.
I love them. They're playing so good this series. Maxey is hitting all his shots. Honestly, every time I watch a replay of Embiid hitting that game winner, I get chills. It's just amazing.
Think about this, too. How about Danny Green? That Green
dunk was amazing.
Right?
I didn't know he could still do that.
Right? And he could be one of the whole wild cards to this thing. In fact, in an odd way, Matisse not getting vaccinated, which forced Doc to go heavy Danny Green all series because he didn't want to have to change things up in Toronto, has had a profound effect on this team.
It has, and he's been stepping up. Do you think, though, for the series with the Heat, they keep it the same and not Bible?
Yes, I would.
You don't want to mess it up.
No, I would. I agree, Jess. I would do the same thing. I think you got to keep it this way. And look, first of all, he's a more well-rounded player than Matisse, right? Because you saw the other day in Game 2, he can hit those shots, and he can spread the floor, and he's a good defensive player too.
Yeah, and we'll need good defenders against the Heat.
Definitely. And look, if he was healthy last year, they went. They beat Atlanta.
Yeah. I just think that going against the Heat next, I think they're going to win tomorrow. There's no doubt.
You feeling sweet?
Yeah. Right. Before the series, I was, gave it 5 games, but the way they're just so explosive, and they came out a little slow the last game, but they came back, won the game. So I just feel like Toronto doesn't really have anything left in them.
You know what? I think that's pretty sharp. I can see that too. Listen, enjoy it, Jess. All right? I need to hear from you during the run.
Request.
What is it?
Request. Tunis, play that song.
I knew it. First one of the day. Gabriel was keeping track. How about it?
That's awesome. By the way, because it just popped up on my timeline again, we have not brought up the big roster move that the Eagles made yesterday. Moving J.J. Arcega-Whiteside to tight end.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Here comes his resurgence.
Yeah. Imagine that they would have had to move him to tight end.
Well, you know, it's crazy that the thing that I printed out for you from ESPN where they graded the drafts, Ortega-Whiteside actually wasn't the worst pick from that draft. It was Andre Dillard, obviously.
Right.
That was a terrible draft, man.
Yeah, what do they all have in common? Dillard and
Pac-12.
Ortega-White. Yes, Sidney Jones.
Pac-12, man.
The Pac-12 is gross.
See, now this is
that kid
where
McDuffie, I go,
This is where I hate numbers. You bring up Sidney Jones.
Yeah.
So Sidney Jones had the lowest score from that draft for the Eagles at negative 10.3. But the highest in that draft was 5th round pick, listed safety, then transitioned to linebacker Nate Gerry. And now how does that make sense? Because he sucked.
Yeah,
he played a lot.
Yeah.
But he sucked.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
But because they do take where they were drafted into account as a part of their
Yeah, but Sidney Jones is worse. Now he winds up playing, so I think that's what made his grade go up.
Yeah, but his grade was still the lowest for the Eagles that draft at negative 10.3.
Yeah, but it should be low. It should be more negative.
Yeah, it should be.
Should be worse. Steve, you're on 97.5 The Fanatic. Hello, Steve.
Anthony. What's
Stevie,
up, buddy?
what's going on,
Andrew,
my brother?
What's
going on, man?
Good, Andrew. Congratulations, bud.
Thank you.
Hey, you know, it's funny because, like, I listen to you guys every day, and, you know, I'm reliving an similar experience I had, just like you, 11 years ago. Our firstborn, at 32 weeks, decided to separate himself from the placenta for my wife. And so he wasn't getting any nutrients.
Sure.
And my wife trusted her instinct. Is like, something's wrong here. So he was born at 32 weeks. The first couple of days kind of touch and go, but, you know, I'm listening to you, and he was in a similar boat. He just wouldn't drink his bottles.
Yeah.
He just wouldn't do it because it's not natural. You know, they don't, you know, he came out at 32 weeks, so he wasn't used to it. So it's crazy what happens when you go in and you start questioning, like, medical professionals who've done this their whole life. And, you know,
that sounds very familiar to what might be going on.
I went through the same thing, and my wife, the one doctor's like, you know, he might be here another couple of weeks. I'm like, what's wrong? Why can't he leave? And I'm saying this to my wife, and it's frustrating. But you know what? Just keep your head up, man, because you're going to look back.
How long was he in the NICU?
He was in 2 months.
Wow, 2 months. So you went to the hospital every day for 2 months?
Every day.
Wow.
I lived, and you know what?
Where at, Stevie? Which hospital?
Virtual Voorhees over in Voorhees.
Wow.
And, you know, like, when I was doing that 2 months, when we were visiting, we took the same thing. We did shifts. But my wife wasn't working at the time, so she was able to go there all day. But, you know, when I went to work, man, mad props to you, Andrew. You got to, you know, do your job. You're in front of the public. You're talking to people. I just crawled off of the ball.
Oh, it sucks. It's been hard. I will be completely honest with you.
But, you know.
But talking to you guys has been great. I mean, you know, hearing stories like from what you're telling me, I've had a lot of people tweet at me and DM me stories of their own. So it's been very therapeutic here at the same time.
It's a frustrating process, man. But, you know, you're going to look back and, like, you're going to say, man, that really sucked. But, you know, it's for better. It's better. It's the best for him because he's got to develop the stuff. He can't do it on his own.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You don't want to leave, and then all of a sudden you got to go back.
I'm hoping soon. I'm hoping, you know.
Yeah, my boy was in there 8 weeks. But you know what? He's thriving. In 4 months, and you notice, he's going to be playing Clearview football with your oldest.
I love it.
Yeah,
I
man.
love it, brother. Hey, they sent out the email for registration.
Yeah, we just did that. You got to get on it early. Last year, they were all backed up, and they had to start turning people away.
Oh, yeah. No, Anthony's ready to go, man. He's ready to go.
To it.
That's going to be awesome, man. Steve, that's going to be fun.
I was telling you about, like, I'm in the same situation. Tomorrow, he's got a baseball game at 2 o'clock at the same time the Sixers start.
Yeah, the good thing about tomorrow is, listen, you can file that one on your phone, right? Like, in all fairness, you know, you're up 3-0. That's where now I got a tournament all weekend, and so and it's for my job, so now I have to, you know.
Yeah, and
my wife has to take Massimo.
Aiden, my boy, he's the starting pitcher tomorrow, so I can't.
Oh, listen, if Massimo was starting, I'd be with you, right there with you. I agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Andrew, keep your head up, bud, man. You're going to get there.
Thanks,
soon.
brother. I appreciate that.
Can you do me a favor? Can you play that song, Junior?
Here you go, Stevie boy.
Take care, boys.
That's awesome.
That was good to hear. By the way, I'll read this to you on the other side because it is still ridiculous that free throws are such a big topic.
I can't have this conversation with free throws anymore.
But Kyle Philippi, who does stuff for the for Philly Voice, has put out some numbers that should shut those free throw people up. So, because there are people that legitimately think Embiid only scores at the free throw line. You know, how the other game he scored 33 points and I think he only made 6 free throws. But there are people that think that's the only way he scores. But Kyle Philippi shuts that up. So I'll read those two coming up.
All right. Listen, first time all day you can actually get in on the show. All right? We got 3 open lines, first time all day. We got Legs coming up at 1. So we'll talk to Legs, and then we'll talk to you guys. That'll be our 1 o'clock. I can't believe it's 1 o'clock already. Jeez. Amazing. A lot of fun, man. We love just chopping it up with you guys. Let me tell you about Meineke for a second, because summertime's here. You're going to be, driving family vacations, doing all kinds of things, and you need your vehicle in tip-top shape. So, especially now, where vehicles are at a premium. Please, Meineke's your answer. Meineke celebrates 50 years of service and trust. Head to Meineke for all kinds of deals, like 50% off brake pads and shoes. Right now, you can receive $10 off any full synthetic oil change. That comes with a free tire rotation. Check engine light on? Head to Meineke for a free check engine scan. Meineke does it all. Exhaust systems, steering and suspension, oil changes, tires and wheels. You name it. Head to Meineke for a complimentary AC check and a vehicle safety inspection for the summer. Meineke for all of your auto repair needs.
Fanatic Sports Update.
1 win away. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Bet Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Grab a seat early to watch Game 4 and win great prizes with Jamie Lynch and Pat Egan at 97.5 The Fanatic's official playoff watch party tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. at Rivers Casino Philadelphia. For details, go to the events page at 97.5thefanatic.com. The Sixers currently have a 3-0 series lead over the Toronto Raptors. Game 4 is in Toronto tomorrow, and it could be the final game of the series. If the Sixers were able to win, they would sweep the series. Tip-off will be at 2 o'clock, and you can listen to that game and all Sixers playoff games live right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. Coming up next at 1 o'clock, Tim Legler will join the show to talk more about your Philadelphia 76ers. This update is also brought to you by the Ad Council. Okay, dads, it's time to do the Cabbage Patch, the Running Man, or something more contemporary, the Floss. That's right, dance like a dad with your kids. Learn more at fatherhood.gov, sponsored by the Ad Council. Keep it locked here in The Fanatic for all the latest news and information. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Anthony Gargano Show on 97.5 The Fanatic. Fanatic Fridays are presented by PumpManPhilly.com. Need a water pump expert for your facility for 24/7 emergency repair or pump replacement? Count on Pump Man Philly, the guys to know to fix your flow.
Sixers fans, I'd like to introduce you to Hauser, the official real estate partner of our Philadelphia 76ers. They believe real estate is broken, and they're on a fast break to disrupt the industry. Commissions are outrageously high, service is poor, and there's been no innovation for the last 50 years. Until now. Let me tell you about Hauser. They're a disruptor, kind of like what Uber is for transportation. They're bringing so many new things to market that truly benefit you, the customer. Flat fee listings that put equity back in your pocket. Salaried agents who are local experts that truly have your back. Sellers, want to save thousands or get a guaranteed cash offer on your home? Hauser can do that. Buyers, tired of losing homes you love to other buyers? Use Hauser's Cash to make an all-cash, slam dunk of an offer on the home you love. Hauser is backed by game-changing technology, has the best reviews in the industry, and is now the official real estate partner of the 76ers. Check them out at Hauser.com. That's HOUWZER.com. Hauser.com.
Hi, it's John Kincaid. I want to tell you about my personal journey that I'm taking with CoPare Health. CoPareHealth.com. COPARE. Vance is my personal coach. He's my guide through this entire process. CoPare Health helps you not only to lose some weight, but to be able to get a better control of some of the bad habits that you may have associated with food, exercise, those type of issues. I love my personal meetings with Vance. I do them on the Zoom calls. We have a great time together. And you know what? I feel positive about where my life is heading. I have gained and lost the same 20 pounds at least 5 or 6 times. It's got to stop, and Copair's helping me out right now. You can call Copair and start right now. Ask about Copair's special Philly Spring into Better Health offer and mention I sent you, and your consultation will be my gift to you. Go to CopairHealth.com to get started. Copair, you're going to look better, you're going to feel better, you're going to live better. That's COPARE Health.com, and tell them John Kincaid from The Fanatic sent you.
One of the biggest and most exciting esports events is kicking off in San Antonio on May 6th, the Battle for Texas. The event marks the first public reveal for the highly anticipated Overwatch 2, as well as the first in-person Overwatch event since 2020. Tensions will be high as two Texas rivals, the Houston Outlaws and Dallas Fuel, duke it out live. Want to tune in live? Follow Checkpoint XP on Twitter and YouTube as we broadcast live from the event May 6th.
The latest esports and gaming news. Find it online at checkpointxp.com.
So you're not going to want to miss this. The deals at Kohl's right now are beyond epic. I just got some new bath towels for $3 each. Found the cutest kids' outfits for only $5. And got myself some tees and tank tops for just $7. But the best part? You don't need any coupons. Can earn Kohl's cash and get it all with free store pickup. Looks like April showers bring the flowers and the savings. Select styles. Sale ends April 24th. Some exclusions apply. See store or Kohl's.com for details.
Are you looking for a way to fight spring allergies? We all are. It's John Kincaid telling you about my friends at H&H Heating and Air Conditioning. Take control of the air you breathe. You're going to get $200 off a new air scrubber and Micro Power Guard air cleaner from H&H Heating and Air Conditioning. You're going to breathe easier in your home, knowing that it helps eliminate harmful viruses and airborne particles. I've got this thing in my house, and it is awesome. So for an estimate on a new system, including $200 off indoor air quality equipment, visit DelcoHVAC.com. That's DelcoHVAC.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Xfinity Live, located in the Stadium District, is hosting an NFL draft party for the Eagles' 2 first-round draft picks. Presented by Bud Light, the party starts at 7 p.m. on Thursday, April 28th. Guests will enjoy $3 Bud Lights and Michelob Ultras, $5 call cocktails, signed memorabilia, live broadcasts, and more. Xfinity Live is also giving away 2 tickets to the Eagles' home opener. Visit their website for more information and to make a reservation.
Come to Barlow Chevrolet in Delran, where we're offering huge savings on all vehicles in stock. The new body style Equinox and Blazer are in stock. Or if there's a specific vehicle you want, order it from Barlow Chevrolet with no additional dealer markups. At Barlow, we strive to create simple, convenient, no-pressure buying experience for all of our customers. Plus, we're bringing it all to you with our delivery service. Barlow delivers. Find new roads at Barlow Chevrolet in Delran or at barlowchevrolet.com.
The playoffs are here, and PropSwap is where real sports bettors find the best odds and turn the hard wood into hard cash. PropSwap is the only app that allows you to pick your favorite teams now and then sell your bets whenever you want, and it's all from your phone. You never even need to touch the ticket. We all make sports bets to make money, and many PropSwappers make thousands of dollars in just 1 month just from buying and selling bets. You can win over and over without your team ever lifting the trophy. PropSwap is where America buys and sells sports bets.
Hey guys, it's Andrew. If you need a roof, you got to call one place. That's New Look Home Design. Just look at their website and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They have a team of people who will help you through the process, and they make shopping for a new roof easy. And they offer everything to give you peace of mind. It's totally opposite of what you might expect from smaller contractors. New Look Home Design, they offer everything. Same-day virtual and in-person estimates, line-by-line pricing, so there's no hidden fees, a 3D rendering of what your new roof would look like, so there's no surprises, and in my opinion, probably best of all, a solid warranty. So if you need a new roof, you got to call New Look Home Design now through the end of April. When you buy a new roof, you pay half later, and the other half never. Save 50% on roofing materials, and you qualify for interest-free financing. Call them today at 800-279-5300. That's 800-279-5300. Or you can visit them online at newlookhomedesign.com. That's newlookhomedesign.com. Tell them Andrew sent you.
WPEN, Burlington, Philadelphia, a Beasley Media Group station.
Home of 76ers basketball and Flyers hockey.
Plug in.
97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
All right, it's 1 o'clock across the Delaware Valley, and it's, yes, a Fanatic Friday presented by PumpmanPhilly.com. Need a water pump expert for your facility for 24/7 emergency repair or pump replacement? Count on Pumpman Philly, the guys to know to fix your flow. All right, all week I've been waiting for our next guest. I've been waiting impatiently to talk to him. And I'm dying to hear what he has to say other than just a random text here and there. I need a full body breakdown of the first 3 games of this series and how this team looks from the preeminent voice when it comes to the NBA on ESPN, the great Tim Legler. Legs!
What's up, brother? Hey, listen, man. Let's just save some time. All right, let's just talk about the Heat. We got the Heat coming up. Let's just move on. All right, let's get on to the next round. Right? Why waste our time on this? The Toronto Raptors had their chance to make it a series, and they were not able to do what they needed to do in that game, and they had ample opportunity. It felt like, you could make an argument, hey, Toronto probably should have won that game. They did not manage certain situations very well. Sixers really didn't either, but I felt like it was in Toronto's grasp to win that game, and they were not able to. Look, when you're down 2-0, you got one chance. That's the only chance you have to make it a series. They're not coming back and making this thing interesting. I mean, even if
they seem tight in their execution, especially down the stretch.
Absolutely tight, no question.
No, especially when the Sixers come back on them, you could see it, man.
For sure. No, for sure. And again, when you're in that situation, you're down 2-0, there's no doubt, the best thing can happen to you. You go out there and you get one of those wire-to-wire or 12, 15-point wins. You can relax, and at some point that you're back in the series. When that thing's hanging in the balance and it's possession by possession late, you're going to feel it because the consequences of not winning the game. Philadelphia, should have been playing much more relaxed than Toronto in that situation, and sure enough, it played out that way, and now it's a commanding lead. Look, Toronto is one of those teams, and I have a lot of respect for the way they approach everything, and their head coach. I have a lot of respect for him, and I just think they got some tough guys. They're not going to lay down, so I would not be shocked if they don't get swept. I wouldn't be shocked by that. There are certain series you go, okay, that's a wrap.
Right. Like Denver.
I think Denver's toast.
Yeah.
Denver's toast. I don't feel that way. If Miami wins tonight, that's over. I don't feel that way about Toronto. I feel like they could win a game, and then Philly goes and ends it in 5. I mean, that's the most likely scenario. So Toronto had a shot. They didn't get it done, and give and be credit. I will say that the design on the last play I really liked because they're lucky in that they've got a 7'2" guy that can shoot the basketball from deep, because with that little time and you're going to run some sort of set.
Right. You need someone to shoot over everybody.
You're not going to a big guy there because they don't have the kind of touch. And now you get called out because you're running a play for a center who's not a shooter. They have the biggest guy in the court is also a shooter, so he can rise up and get off something that at least has a legitimate chance. So I kind of like that little action they ran with that little brush screen to where he curls off the backside and goes right toward the sideline where he's got one place to catch it and get it up. And he's skilled enough that he's going to get something soft up there and big, one of the biggest shots of his career. He said it was the biggest after the game. I'll take his word for it.
Yeah, and he did between that shot and the shot he makes in game 2, which was the fadeaway 3. I mean, that's something that you got to go, oh, my God.
No doubt. Listen, man, I've been saying it for a while about this guy. He defies really all laws of biophysics to be that big and strong and have that kind of touch. I mean, there just shouldn't be that kind of finesse in his game with a guy that is that powerful. Because when he plays a certain way in the post and the way he displaces really strong guys and big guys, and they just absolutely bounce off of him like they're not even there. And then you see him with some of the stuff he does with the turnaround jumpers and the deep shots and even the way he handles the ball and can put something soft up there like as a runner or floater. He's amazing. He's an amazing talent, man. And he has had a look in his eye the entire season that I have so much respect for because of the disastrous distraction that Ben Simmons could have been and all of that and the way he's handled it all. And I think it starts with he doesn't get ahead of himself anymore when he answers questions. He doesn't talk about himself anymore to that extent. He just plays, and he's going to let everything else take care of itself. And I think that combined with his obviously improved stamina and conditioning are just better. He's better longer, and he's better late. And that used to be an issue for him. So he's gotten himself together. His maturity is at an all-time high, and he's an amazing talent. So, that's what you get. And look, I'm thrilled. I hope they get this thing over with and we get on to the next.
Oh, I know you are. I know you are. There's so many things I got to talk to you about. All right, what are you seeing from Harden right now? I guess it's a mixed bag, playing really good point and playing the maestro, but still.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, you're right. Mixed bag is the best way to put it. I think that he's clearly he's hurt them with his passing. There's no doubt, particularly in that first game. I mean, I still think, you're going to have to see him in a tight situation, in a pressure-packed situation, in the fourth quarter, late, inside of 5 minutes, where he now has to basically win the game or dictate the game as a scorer, because that's going to happen. It's going to fall in his lap. That's when you're going to make him feel some of the pressure of his past playoffs. He hasn't really been in that situation yet. And Embiid playing as great as he is, that's a great luxury for him to have. A guy that should be the first option that can answer a lot of that. But I also think when you move on, you get into Miami, they're going to be able to do some different things defensively against Embiid that are going to force Harden to have to do more. So as a scorer, I don't think he's the player that he was in Houston. I don't think he's the same guy. But doesn't mean that he's out there, he's a slouch. He can still score. He's still an elite physical specimen. He just doesn't have quite the same ability to get by people or finish in the lane the way that he did or control the game at the foul line the way he used to. His step-back three is just not as consistent as it used to be, but he still commands a lot of attention, and his passing is just about as good as anybody in this league. So he can make guys better, and that, to me, has been his biggest imprint on the series.
Yeah, I think you're dead right. And, we'll see once you're playing a Heat team, what he can do offensively, too. He's looked pretty good off the dribble at times. He's beaten his man. I mean, how does he look there to you?
Yeah, I think there's a little bit of an adrenaline maybe he's gotten from the playoffs. He looks a little bit better he did to close the season.
Yeah,
I think if you went back and looked at some tape of him 5 years ago in Houston on a nightly basis and kind of like now, you see a difference. I mean, it's just not quite as explosive once he goes. I mean, he likes to dance, right? He goes back and forth with that tight, low dribble, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and then he reacts to you shifting your weight. And he had an ability in Houston that the exact time you would shift your weight is when he would go in the opposite direction. And now it's just impossible to recover against a guy that's that strong and quick. And then you get in there, and then his intent was always different. Depends. He was going to read you. You come up from the back line, it's a lob or a pocket pass, dunk to Capella. If you want to send somebody off the corner to the strong side lane and get in front of him, well, that's going to be a bullet pass to the corner for a three. And then if you don't get enough help, he's going to go ahead. He's going to shoot that little floater, take it all the way to the rim, or try to get fouled. More often than not, take his arms into your body and try to get 2 free throws. He was just a machine. He was a machine at that time. I don't think he's a machine right now. I think it's there sometimes. It's just not as automatic.
All right, let's talk about a couple of wild cards of the series. And we're talking to the great Tim Legler, Legs, the preeminent NBA analyst, ESPN, on the Comcast Business Hotline. Let Comcast Business keep you ready for what's next. So let's begin with a wild card, and that's been Maxey. I said this to you the other day, like, we don't have a ceiling. Before the series, when we talked, I said, we don't know about Maxey and the ceiling, and they can't guard him. They can't keep him in front of him, and he's taking his game to a very important level for this team.
Single biggest factor in the series is Tyrese Maxey's speed. They just cannot deal with it. I mean, they look incompetent at the point of attack with him. He's just too much for them. And no matter who they put there, they just don't have the personnel. I mean, Van Vliet's a really good player. He's not like lightning quick laterally defensively. He's strong. So if you want to get a guy that's got normal speed, or you want to play bang a little bit and try to back him down, and then Van Vliet's a really good defender in that situation. When you talk about just lateral quickness, cutting a guy off this quick, coming at you with a head of steam, it's too much for them. He's been by far the biggest factor in the series. I mean, the guy's shooting 61% from the field, 44 from the three. You can't do it any more efficiently than he's doing it. I don't believe he's missed a free throw yet in the series. I mean, he's a complete difference maker. And how exciting it is that the Philadelphia 76ers have this guy on their roster, because he is fun to watch, man. He just, you pull for him because he looks like he loves what he's doing, and he's unflappable. And, at some point here, you're going to have a bad game. He's a young player. But to me, that's been the biggest difference. He is 100%. They have not been able to contain him at the point of attack, and he is just completely destroying them. Anything he does off the dribble. 30 made baskets in 3 games.
Maximus. He also knows how to get the crowd involved. They love him. And that's the energy that he provides, too. Like, the building grows alive when he's on the floor, Legs.
Oh, no doubt. I saw that in a little, we both did. Spurts he would have in the past, right? Where he'd get these little moments where he wouldn't play for a couple games, and all of a sudden they'd give him 6 minutes because somebody's in foul trouble or whatever, and then he'd come in, and immediately they reacted to him, and immediately it felt like he scored. And you're going, man, I love this guy, man. His bounce, his smile, he just clearly loves this. And now, 42 minutes a night in a taste of the postseason as a starter, and he's been sensational. There's no other word for it. He's been fantastic. So, give me more of this, man. I want more. I want more Maxey. I want more Embiid. I want more Harden. I want the Sixers finish this off. Like I said, I'm not going to be shocked Toronto doesn't lay down and they get a game. I just don't.
Yeah.
I don't envision them coming out and laying flat. Some of these teams do that in that situation because they know they pour everything into Game 3. It doesn't happen. It's so demoralizing. I don't know how you recover from it.
Yeah.
That's not the case with the Raptors, so we'll see. But now then, the last thing you want is now we get into a one-possession game in Game 5 at home.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, my goodness. Now you're thinking, is this going to go extended? That's the last thing they want. So better off to end it if they can tomorrow.
I'm with you. There are a couple other things I got to touch on. And then Tobias Harris and how well he's played. First of all, he's played Siakam really, really well. He's been he hasn't hesitated on his catch and shoot. He's been able to penetrate. He's had 3 really good games, Legs.
Really has. And this poor guy, he gets maligned a lot. He's an easy target for people. I've been down there, at the games a number of times, and it seems like that's the first guy you'll hear somebody in your section picking on when things aren't going right. It's going to be Tobias they're going after. He's played very, very well. And when you start to think about this, you're going, okay, man, like right now, Tobias Harris is your 4th best player. You got a pretty damn good team if that's the case, particularly when he's been this consistent. And he has. So everything you could want right now is happening for Philly. That was an enormous win the other night because think about the difference that this would feel going into Game 4 if it's 2-1. And you've got, I think you got a number of guys, between Embiid, Harden, Doc, top of the list. They still have stuff to prove, like significant stuff to prove.
Yeah.
And And now you got it's 2-1. You go into a game 4 on the road, and you feel just a little bit more weight of everything. So that was a very important game the other night to get them to breathe. They're going to get through this, and then the road gets a lot tougher.
All right, let's talk about Miami.
I still think you got 5 teams right now. I still believe this because I don't think I think Boston's going to win a series. I picked Boston to win that series. You're not going to sit there and write off a team with Katie and Kyrie. So to me, there's still 5 teams that are worthy of talking about here as this goes forward, and Philadelphia has a chance to get into that Final Four with one more win.
Well, let's talk about the matchup with Miami, and I know we'll get into it deeper next week, but that kind of potential matchup with the Heat, just at first blush, again, there's no one that can deal with Embiid, so that's another X factor again.
Completely, nobody that can deal with Embiid, on an individual level for sure. I think what you're going to get a little bit more of with them. And look, Nick Nurse is a great coach too. Spoelstra's a great coach. I mean, those are 2 guys in a row I have just so much respect for. I just think they have a little bit more across the board of a defensive mindset collectively than Toronto does, and I think that they will be a little bit more in sync with what they do want to do with in terms of blitzes and rotations and things like that. They're just going to be better at it than Toronto. I don't think Toronto collectively is a great defensive team. I think Miami can be. They can put lineups out there that completely understand their ability to affect it on that end. So it's going to be different looks, and it's going to be, I think, more consistent and coordinated with what Embiid will face. And I think Eric Spoelstra is the type of guy, he's going to do everything he can to make James Harden have to beat them, make Tobias Harris, Tyrese Maxey have to beat them. And whatever that means he has to do with Embiid, he's going to do. He'll see more zone than he's seen all year in that series for sure. And I just think in general, the way they'll hit him, the way they'll switch it up, mix it up, collectively, it'll be. I think it's going to be tougher. The games will probably be a little bit more lower scoring.
How does let's look at the East for a second, big picture, because Middleton's injury really is going to hurt Milwaukee. Now we'll see. I think they escape Chicago, but next round it could really impact them. No, depending on if he's back from the knee or not.
No, listen, Chris Middleton and Devin Booker through this entire thing. Now it's anybody's game. Yeah. I mean, it's to me, it's wide open now. I think Booker being out for 2 to 3 weeks. You talk about a team now. And look, they've got a Pelicans team right now that it feels so good about themselves offensively with elite offensive talent. 2 guys that are playing great. And now,
CJ, where did that come from? He's been liberated since he left Dame.
Listen, man, we did enough. We talked enough since the Ben Simmons stuff went down at the end of that series. I don't know if they ever had a possibility to get him. I was screaming to get C.J. McCollum over the summer because I said, and I remember my exact quote was, if C.J. McCollum is your starting point guard and it's his team, his ball, his show, he's 23-8, penciled in. He's 23-8. I was wrong. He's like 25-8. Okay, so I was off a little bit. He's like been that good offensively. He's just so good at ball screen offense, and he's got a great mid-range game, and he is a money player. I go back a couple years ago, that Game 7 against Denver. On the road, Lillard can't buy one the entire night. C.J. McCollum goes for 30-plus in that game on the road in a Game 7 at prime time on a Sunday afternoon. I'll never forget that. Got them out of that round, got them onto the next round. It stuck in my head. I'm like, this guy he's not fazed by any of this. And then Ingram is so talented. So they're gonna have to work to get this. But I think I think ultimately Phoenix will win the series. But when you talk about Booker going down, Middleton going down, a couple weeks each, that to me opened up a lot for a lot of teams. The playoffs got much more interesting to me now. Seeing that so I thought those teams are going to the finals. They are now a little bit limited. Everybody else now has a legitimate shot.
People are talking about Boston, and all of a sudden now Boston is the big concern. I go back to what you said before the playoffs, or actually when the Harden trade came down, that you still thought the Sixers matched up well with Boston.
Yeah, I think they do. I mean, look, this is an ebb and flow. Everything's always fluid. They're playing great right now. I mean, defensively, what they're doing in this series, I've never seen Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving collectively look like this.
Yeah.
Certainly Durant.
Yeah.
I mean, Durant, it is an absolute straight-up alley fight every time up the floor. They are beating him up. And look, you talk about stark contrast between the way games are officiated postseason and regular season. Kevin Durant's a walking example of it. He is getting mauled. And it's like the refs are also caught up in the aggressiveness of the two teams.
Yeah.
And you hit somebody that hard every time up the floor, and you hit them with blitzes and body checking them, and you're not going to blow your whistle every time. So next thing you know, Kevin Durant, he missed some makeable shots, but I thought that was more in game one. I thought game two, that was much more about Boston suffocating him. So right now, Boston, man, they're so good defensively, and the fact that they won the other night and their top guys weren't that good offensively, that is a little bit scary, how well they're playing. But look, like I said, man, Philly's absolutely right there in the mix. Miami, Milwaukee is still in the mix. Still have Giannis last time I looked. Boston is playing better than anybody right now, probably, on both ends of the floor. And then you still got Kyrie and KD are dangerous here. If they get one win, man, that could change the way they feel. So very wide open. And in the West, man, some surprising stuff. Memphis, that was ridiculous what Minnesota allowed to happen last night. So Memphis,
they got fleas, Minnesota. They got fleas.
Man, oh man, oh man, oh man, oh man. How can you take
Utah, Minnesota got fleas. Utah's got fleas too.
How about that? I mean, you got Jalen Brunson, looking like Tiny Archibald out there.
It's unbelievable. Yeah.
And now you got Luka coming back in the middle of the series. So it's, to me, far more teams right now legitimately in the conversation to end up in the finals. And a lot of it has to do with those injuries. But I think you can make a case 8-9 different teams could end up in the finals. It's great.
Awesome.
That's great for us.
Legs, man, you're the greatest. I love it. I can go on all day. I'm getting the looks from the producer. All right, he's about to shock me.
Bro.
I need you a couple times a week next week, man. I mean, this once a week's killing me, all right?
Text me at the end of the weekend, man.
All right, buddy. You're the man.
All right, man.
Safe back. Bless the baby. See you, pal.
All right, man. You got it.
Legs got a baby, too. New baby.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
I need more than a shock when it's legs.
Yeah, I go right to the shock.
That's me blowing up the phone towers.
I go right off the shock, I guess. Like the Hulk. I could do an hour straight with legs without even with nothing, Judas. With nothing, I could do an hour straight.
Yes, you could. And then I would get phone calls.
He's in my ear. Stop. We're up against it. Stop.
Yeah.
Here's Chuck.
And now you're still going.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Shut up. Cause Radio with the Tunis 97.5 The Fanatic.
Now let me fly through this one. The playoffs are here, and you can make every game feel like Game 7 on FanDuel Sportsbook in partnership with Valley Forge, an official partner of the NBA. Throughout the playoffs, all customers can place a no-sweat same-game parlay each week. You'll get up to $20 in free bets if you don't win. FanDuel, they have so many ways to play, and best of all, when you do win, you'll get paid faster than a fast break. If you're new to FanDuel, download the FanDuel Sportsbook app and just sign up with promo code FANATIC. That's promo code FANATIC, and if you already have an account, you're all set to bet. No sweat. Either way, you'll get up to $20 in free bets if your same-game parlay during the playoffs doesn't win. FanDuel Sportsbook, an official partner of the NBA. Must be 21 plus and present in PA. Refund issues non-withdrawable free bets that expire 7 days after receipt. Max free bet $20 per week. Restrictions apply. See full terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Fanatic Sports Update.
One away from a sweep from Andrew Salchunas, and this update is brought to you by Rivers Casino Philadelphia. Grab a seat early to watch Game 4 and win great prizes with Jamie Lynch and Pat Egan at 97.5 The Fanatic's official playoff watch party tomorrow, starting at 1 p.m. at Rivers Casino Philadelphia. For details, go to the events page at 97.5thefanatic.com. There you can watch the Sixers hopefully sweep the Toronto Raptors. Game 4 tips off at 2 o'clock. You'll be able to listen to that game right here on 97.5 The Fanatic. This update is also brought to you by Unbound.org. A girl in Kenya dreams of becoming a doctor. An elder in Guatemala dreams of being part of a community. Reach out and change the world, and it will change your own. Unbound.org. I'm Andrew Salchunas, and this is 97.5 The Fanatic.
It's the Cuz and Anthony Gargano. Weekdays 10 to 2 on 97.5 The Fanatic.
Here's Joel through a double. Oh, man! Are you kidding me? A ferocious slam by Embiid.
The Sixers look to sweep the Raptors out of the playoffs on their home court. Sixers, Raptors, round 1, game 4. Tomorrow at 2 on your home for 76ers playoff basketball. 97.5 The Fanatic, Philadelphia.
Sixers basketball is brought to you by Corona, proud sponsor of the Philadelphia 76ers.
I hate Steven Singer.
I get that a lot.
You know why?
Why?
Because unless I buy my gifts from Steven Singer Jewelers, my wife isn't satisfied.
So, how can I help you?
Well, how do you get away with advertising real roses you don't throw in the trash in a week?
They're my famous roses, dipped in pure 24-karat gold. They last forever.
Sounds expensive.
They start at just $59. Each one comes in a premium color and is shipped in our signature gift box with a love message from you.
Do I have to water it?
Nope, it's a real rose, and it's preserved in pure gold.
All right. How do I get one?
Easy. Just go to IHateStevenSinger.com.
Shipping.
Free in time for Mother's Day, but don't wait.
What if she hates my personal love message?
Just pick one from our online list.
Just click on IHateStevenSinger.com to see the entire collection of real roses dipped in 24-karat gold. No matter how you feel about Steven Singer, she'll love it.
Do you still hate me?
Absolutely.
Hey, are you tired of dealing with your old drafty windows and doors? Well, it's time you go Guida. Yes, my good friends at Guida Door and Window. They're going to help make your window and door replacement project more affordable with their buy one, get one half off sale. That's right. For every door or window you buy, you'll get the second one at 50% off, and you can mix and match these savings to suit your own needs. Buy an entry door, get half off a storm door. Buy a patio door, get 50% off a window. Need to replace all the windows and doors in your house? Then you'll save 50% on half of your project. It's simple. The more you need, the more you save. Plus, Guida will make it easy for you to afford your project with no money down, interest-free financing for up to 18 months. Act now. This offer is for a limited time. Restrictions apply. For details, call Guida today. Schedule a free no-obligation in-home estimate. The number's 1-877-GO-GUIDA. Or check them out online at GoGuida.com. That's go, G-U-I-D-A.
Prescription products require an online physician consultation and are only available if the physician determines a prescription is appropriate. Subscription required. See website for full details and important safety information.
Dealing with ED is difficult enough, but the pressure of not satisfying your partner makes it even worse. ED can be tough on a relationship, but at HIMSS, you can contact a medical provider online and, if appropriate, get the prescription medication that treats ED at affordable prices. HIMSS ED medication has the same active ingredients as Viagra, but because it's generic, you pay 90% less. That's right, 90% less. A whole month's supply is just $30, and it's sent right to your home for free in discreet packaging. HIMSS offers the same medication you'd get from your doctor, but without the copay, expensive appointments, or awkward face-to-face conversations. And with HIMSS, every online visit is free, and your relationship right back on track. For a free online consultation, go to forhims.com/joy. That's forhims.com/joy for your free visit. forhims.com/joy.
Hey fans, after a thrilling regular season, it's time to unite behind your 76ers as they embark on their playoff pursuit. The 2022 76ers playoff run presented by BetParks is here. Don't miss out on all the excitement. You can purchase single-game playoff tickets at Ticketmaster, the official ticketing partner of the 76ers. Visit Ticketmaster.com/76ers. You gotta be here for every block, dunk, and three-pointer. Go 76ers!
Limp Biscuit, a night of hits, chocolate starfishes, and flavored water to the fine taste of hot dogs, bouncing bananas, and endless opportunities for action-packed fun. Limp Biscuit Still Sucks Tour will suck so good. Friday, May 6th at Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City, with special guests Snot, Worgasm UK, and Scowl. Tickets on sale now at limpbiscuit.com. Limp Biscuit, Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Atlantic City.
You know the signs of a natural gas leak. Ooh, it smells like rotten eggs. But what's your next move in that situation?
Scoot, run, bolt, flee. Gas leaks are no good for me. If you smell gas, it's time to go. Leave the scene and call PICO. 1-800-841-4141.
Give us a call and we'll send someone to check it out. PICO is here to help 24/7.
That's the sound of a crack in the ceiling found at a home inspection. But with a Realtor by your side, a newfound leak might only cause minor worries. With their expertise, a Realtor can suggest a credit at closing and even connect you to a contractor to help you shore up that leak and alleviate your worries. When it comes to cracks in your plans, the expertise of a Realtor can make all the difference. The difference between an agent and a Realtor is real. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors. That's who we are.
Get a free AC check and vehicle safety inspection at Meineke before you hit the road this summer. Or you could spend your family vacation in the hot seat. For tires, brakes, alignments, batteries, exhaust, and more, trust Meineke. Celebrating 50 years of doing car care right.
Agreeing on where to spend your hard-earned money is tough. At 7-Eleven, we make it easy. Any iced coffee is now just $1. Now that's a bill we can all agree on. 7-Eleven, you brew you. Terms and conditions apply. See 7-Eleven.com for more details.
Sixers fans, I'd like to introduce you to Hauser, the official real estate partner of our Philadelphia 76ers. They believe real estate is broken, and they're on a fast break to disrupt the industry. Commissions are outrageously high, service is poor, and there's been no innovation for the last 50 years. Until now. Let me tell you about Hauser. They're a disruptor, kind of like what Uber is for transportation. They're bringing so many new things to market that truly benefit you, the customer. Flat fee listings that put equity back in your pocket. Salaried agents who are local experts that truly have your back. Sellers, want to save thousands or get a guaranteed cash offer on your home? Hauser can do that. Buyers, tired of losing homes you love to other buyers? Use Hauser's Cash to make an all-cash, slam dunk of an offer on the home you love. Hauser is backed by game-changing technology, has the best reviews in the industry, and is now the official real estate partner of the 76ers. Check them out at Hauser.com. That's HOUWZER.com. Hauser.com.
Hello? Whether you're at home or on the go, listen to 97.5 The Fanatic on Odyssey on your smartphone, Roku, LG Smart TV, Waze, and more. That's Odyssey, AUDACY. Check it out now. More of the Anthony Gargano Show now
on 97.5 The Fanatic.
.130 across the Delaware Valley. You ready, Tune? It's going to be a big weekend.
Yeah, going to be a huge weekend. Got a potential sweep. That'd be awesome, man. We get to watch the Nets potentially go down 3-0, and then they're going to need to rely on their savior, Ben Simmons, to come back from down 3-0. That's not going to happen.
It's funny. He likes Brooklyn to keep it a series. I guess so. I mean, Kyrie and I actually want to see that series get pushed to 7.
Well, yeah,
right.
That's not gonna happen though.
Well, I don't know. Maybe I like to see them win. I mean, it's Kyrie and KD. They're not getting swept.
No, they're not getting swept.
I want to see them win tonight.
I can see them win tonight. Yeah.
Right, and then I want to see.
They're out of the hostile environment of Boston.
I want to see Simmons come in and just mess everything up.
I am who I am. It is what it is.
That's going to be must-see TV.
Yes, definitely. Definitely going to be must-watch TV.
So here's your weekend, and then we're going to get back to the phones. Here's your weekend schedule. So tonight, now you got to pay attention because Miami Atlanta is must-watch now.
Yes.
You got to get all eyes on the Heat.
Even though I don't think we're going to learn that much.
Well, you're not, but you just want to watch. To make sure that you're focused.
Mm-hmm.
Bucks, Bulls, Milwaukee 2.5.
How do they play without Middleton?
That series tied at 1.
Middleton.
The Bulls coming out, they might be smelling some blood. Are the champs in danger to Chicago? Wow. I'd love to see Milwaukee go down.
Yeah,
shoot that deer.
It all works out for us.
Well, beyond that, Suns and Pelicans, no Booker, and the Pels are feeling strong. I got to feel the Pels win tonight.
My man Valanciunas.
They're playing.
Man in the center.
CJ playing some great ball, man.
Yeah.
That's tonight. Phillies
and Zion
tonight
might be back.
I keep him away from anything.
I do too.
He's another
so
Bush.
overrated.
The Phillies tonight the Ranger against Freddie Peralta. Your thoughts?
I think if I'm not mistaken, Bryce Harper's had like a lot of success against Freddie Peralta. I'm gonna have to double check. But yeah, it'll be I'm curious to see how Ranger Suarez bounces back.
Now, Freddie got lit up by the Cardinals in his opener. Came back, was not good either against the Cubs. Got touched up for 3 runs.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a chance the Phillies could win this one. Let me see. I'm pulling up the career stats. Okay, Harper just 286, but does have 2 home runs off Peralta. Castellanos in 13 at bats, a home run, 5 RBI, hitting .538.
Oh, this could be a Nick night.
This could be a Castellanos night. Hoskins has a home run off Peralta. Schwarber has a home run off Peralta. Didi has a home run.
Come on,
off
man!
Peralta.
You got lifetime success against Freddie.
All right,
Freddie not dialed in yet.
Well, and that's why I thought they were going
to win tonight.
Beat Marquez because there was a lot of previous past success.
I know there were, and they went out like a lamb.
Yeah,
and they didn't start hitting until he was out of the game.
Exactly, which was crazy. By the way, I want to give a quick yo.
Because we got a yo.
Yo, fool.
It's one place, but 2 events that I've been wanting to get to. I wanted to wait till we got closer to the weekend, and here we are on Friday. In your hometown, Mullica Hill, the Legion Hall, the great Jack Summer, who one of my buddies, he was one of my groomsmen. His father is a big part of the Legion Hall there. They got a couple of great events. So if you're in the area, we had a caller from Mantua earlier today. Clearview Baseball, they're trying to get a Legion team. When I was growing up, my Legion team was West Effort because there was not a Mullica Hill Legion squad. So you might want to keep an eye out on this because when Moss is playing Legion ball, hopefully Mullica Hill will have a team. So they're actually doing a coach's bartender night tonight at the Mullica Hill Legion Hall where the Clearview coaches are running it, and all proceeds go to hopefully a Legion team in Mullica Hill.
That's fantastic.
Which would be really cool. So that's tonight from 7 to 11.
Dude, I'm hoping, because listen, I got that's a vested interest in me.
Yeah, so I'll tell you right now, I will be there tonight. I'm going to stop by because the Fanatic, the great people in our promotion staff, have actually donated some little prizes for people to raffle off tonight.
We should get him in. We should sit in on a show.
Yeah, no, that'd be great. And then next Friday, same place, Mullica Hill Legion Hall. Somebody I graduated with. If you go to my Twitter account, ASaltunis975, and you look at the pinned tweet, my man Lenny Hall, dealing with some health issues, has been for a while now, and just trying to raise some money for my man Lenny. So next Friday, same place, the Legion Hall in Mullica Hill from 6 to 10 next Friday night. It's going to be a cash bar. All proceeds go to Lenny and his medical bills. So again, if you're looking to help out a good cause and you want to drink, I'll be here. I'll be there both Friday nights. So, and I'm in, it's my hometown now. I'm not too far away from the old hometown.
Yeah, you're right there.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, right? Sewell was the same thing.
Exactly. So the American Legion Hall in Mullica Hill next 2 Fridays, tonight and next Friday, are doing some great causes. So check them out if you're in the area.
Very good. Very good. A yo to Adam Wesco, who's listening. Listen to our show from North Carolina.
Awesome.
And Adam says, by the way, you guys got a stock up on the Zach Gelb CBS national show.
Oh, nice.
For our Sixers coverage.
Yeah, Zach, I graduated with Zach at Temple. He worked here for a little bit at the station before going off to New York. So that's cool.
Yeah, good dude.
Speaking of listening from other places, let me see if I can find this. Somebody on vacation was listening to us yesterday, and it was beautiful. It was on a beach. So really? I just want to give him the proper yo. But it was Steve Rush. He was watching from the beach in Florida. It was Miramar Beach, Florida. He was listening to us the other day. So if you're still there and listening to us, I'll give you a yo.
All right. Now then we go to the phones to end it. But wait, tomorrow, I don't even know how to feel. You think that does Toronto have anything left tomorrow? I mean, I don't. I mean, unless the Sixers come out and they're kind of sloppy or not, just feeling a little lazy.
Yeah.
Not focused.
The most this series is going is 5.
Sleepy,
I think they take care of business tomorrow. I said the other day, if they won Game 3, they'd sweep this series. If they lost Game 3, they'd win in 5. I think Toronto knows they're done. I think the golf bags may be packed.
It could be. I said Sixers in 5 before the series.
Yeah.
I'll stick with it.
I think they gave their biggest punt. And you see that in the playoffs,
that's
right?
how it works.
So the Hawks had a good chance to win Game 2 against the Heat. They didn't, even though it's going back to Atlanta. I think the Heat.
Yeah, when you in these series, when the underdog doesn't take care of business, unless you're a fleet team, like look at Minnesota.
Well, Minnesota's done. If they win yesterday,
dude, they were up 24.
Dude, they scored 9 points in the fourth quarter?
It was unbelievable.
But they're done. They're not winning that series. That series
they choked
over.
like 4 times in that one game.
Yep. That series is over.
And the other team that's got fleas, Utah.
Oh yeah, all the time.
Utah, like you're gonna lose. You're losing to a team without Luka. God bless Jalen Brunson.
That man's gonna get paid,
right? And Dinwiddie.
Remember earlier this year, there was a talk about trading for him.
Yeah.
But then you would have to either let him walk. It'd be either a rental or you pay him.
Yeah.
And there was the report that he could get a 4-year, $80 million contract. And I thought that was ridiculous to give to Jalen Brunson, even though I did respect his game.
Every time when Luka was out, man, he balls out.
He is going to get
41
paid.
in game 2, yeah.
Paid.
Slingbox Sal. Yo, Slingbox Sal. What's going on, man?
You guys, see, I got ADD to begin with. Now I'm pacing around the house. It's actually, my wife's not here. It's nice. You know what I mean? I can do whatever I want. I got a million things to talk about. Like always, I'm going to trim it down, okay? I got to talk to Tunis a little bit. Listen, guys, Anthony, you have my hair was standing up on my arms. Us hairy Italian guys. And I was thinking about the 83 Sixers, right? I mean, I'm old like you, Ant, coming into my sports consciousness, right? I'm going on, right? It's right before my 11th birthday. I finally understand what's going on. I remember I was telling my kids, I had the poster above my bed, chairman of the boards.
I know that poster.
Yeah,
I know the chairman
one.
of the boards. I had the same one.
And I had another one. This one was amazing. I didn't think they had cameras like that. It was like a camera looked down on the basket. It was Julius just looking up, doing like a little finger roll. It was like it was like a pose shot. I had those 2 posters, man. But I've told you this 1,000 times. That's the first team that like popped my cherry. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is. I mean, I was out the other night with my boy Jason DeLisi. We were watching the game, up and down emotions. I mean, it's just too good. It's too good. But I want to tell you, Ant, you are a legend in my house. I got 4 kids right around Mossy and Ant's, age. Every morning after I drop them off to school, they get in the car. What did Ant say today? What did Ant Tunis say? I mean it. And so now they realize I can get on the podcast, and they just want to hear the first 5 minutes.
Oh, I love it.
Oh yeah, in the morning we're trying to get ready for school. They're like, Dad, put on Anthony in the morning. They want to hear what happened. But no, honestly, listen in. I promise you're 7 minutes away over Cousins Corner from where I live. I'm going to bring the kids over now.
Oh, I would love to see it. I would love to see the kids.
They begged me. They're like, "Are we going to go see Ant tonight? We got baseball." I'll bring them over. But
Please.
I want to say a couple things. I haven't heard people really talk, and I focus on Harden as a floor general. Like you keep saying, the point, but I watch him constantly coaching on the floor. Like if you pay attention, I mean, he's constantly going up to JoJo and he's giving direction like a real point guard. I think that's invaluable, man. I know we're not seeing the point production.
Listen, I hear you. Yes, I agree. Now, again, against Miami, and as the competition stiffens, you might need more. But I agree with you. I think you're right. He's playing really well as the maestro.
I totally agree. I mean, I love what he's doing. I know we see a little pep in his step. I get that, but the value that he brings, and then I got to give credit to Tobias. I really thought he played an incredible game the other night, and he's been consistent now. He's not turning back now. He's found his spot. He's going to the hole. He's doing those 12-footers. I love the fact that he's driving and getting rebounds, to be honest with you. I love that. But I'm honored to have this much time with you both. I will come over to see you in Melbourne.
Please do that, okay?
And Tunis, I always end my calls like this, Tunis. You learn two of the greatest things in life. You never rat on your friends. You keep your big mouth shut. I love you guys.
All right.
We love you too, buddy. Best of the kids. By the way, Josie is Uncle Frank's dog.
Okay.
Or his daughter Emma's dog, who ate the remote.
Hashtag Team Josie.
Right? Who we root for.
We're going to have to make a poll. Who are you rooting for? Team Josie, the dog, or Uncle Frank?
Because Josie ate the remote to keep Uncle Frank away from the television. So we'll find out
and
whether or not.
Once the dog shut off the Sixers game, the Sixers came back and won.
So we'll.
I'm just saying, I think that's more than a coincidence.
Well, we got to make sure the ultimate test is tomorrow.
If they lose, he's out.
If they lose, and Uncle Frank is relegated to the phone, he has to sit at the table, drink his vodka tonics.
We may have to send over officers to knock on his door and make sure he's following the rules. And General T.Y. might have to make an appearance.
And Josie gets the bed. Uncle Frank. He's on the rug.
Hey, to change the subject, Ben Simmons spoke after practice today.
Wait, hold on. I got to taste the cake. Hold on, God, let me hear it.
All right, here you go. Here's Ben Simmons' post-shoot-around this morning.
I've even heard, Ben, some people have said, why does a guy want to try and play when he hasn't played all year in this situation without having a training camp? Or why do you say, this is worth doing right now when, I don't know how my body feels.
Yeah, I mean, body-wise, it's, once my body's ready, I want to be able to, help this team win. That's what I'm here for. So, I mean, it is what it is. I got to get on the floor and help this team win. I've been traded to the Brooklyn Nets, and that's what they need me to do. So, that's my focus right now.
If you see your team struggling on defense and know what you can do.
It's frustrating. Yeah, it's so frustrating. Yeah. Especially when you're not out there, you're able to contribute. But I'm doing what I can, being vocal on the bench, talking to my guys, helping where I can. So little things like that, I'm just doing what I can at this moment. Then obviously, when it's individual workouts, doing what I can on that side to get back on the floor.
Do you start thinking, when I get in, I'm going to do this, that? Or
always, and that never changes. Every time I watch a basketball game, I'm, this should, he should be there, he should have cut, different things. That's just how I'm wired. So I am who I am.
That's how I'm wired. Hey, he's got a lot of stones, that dude, man. He's got a lot. That's how I'm wired. Are you kidding me? You play all year, your back hurts or your knee, whatever. Stop. Shut up.
I love how it gave another it is what it is.
Oh, I know. Tasty cake.
Hey, boy, that guy makes what a crumb. But
I mean, it is what it is.
Game one, thanks, Ben. Game one was so much fun because of Maxey. But the game for me that Joel, his intensity level in game two, it inspires. I have a lot of faith now. He has that relentless. You brought up Moses today. He has that kind of relentlessness now.
Yes.
That maybe he didn't have before. He really wanted that ball. He was fired up.
Yeah, he's the man. He wants to be the man. That's it.
And you get a fired up Joel Embiid. Who's stopping him?
And he wants to close. He wanted that shot. He was dying to make that shot. He wants it.
I love him, and I'm rooting out, boy, for me, right, and for us, for you and me, but Sixers Celtics Eastern Conference Finals, that would be unbelievable.
Oh, dude, if they play the Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals,
I might lose you.
Listen, I don't think I can handle 2 weeks of that. That might be the end.
and for me to reignite that for guys like Andrew and the bro and everybody that really haven't really experienced what that was like, right, Ant? When we were growing up, the Celtics trumped the Cowboys, didn't they? I mean, they trumped everybody. Nobody was more hated than the Celtics.
I feel you. I mean, that is a possibility. Listen, you enjoy this weekend, all right? Enjoy the sweet.
All right, Ant.
All right,
you guys
baby.
are the greatest.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Stacey Cake. What do you got there, Tunis?
Yeah, one more quick yo that was sent in.
Because we got a yo.
Yo.
From Joey, a yo to Dolan's Bar, which is in Ridley Park, Pennsylvania.
I love a Dolan's Bar.
They're doing
that's fabulous.
A wiffle ball day with Mickey Morandini and Kevin Stocker, and it's called Chugging for Charity. They're raising money for the Eagles Autism Awareness Challenge, and Barrett Brooks will be there as well. And Philly Sports Trips is actually providing a spot to the Birds Eagles Giants game to the fastest chugger. So that's happening tomorrow, starting at 11 a.m. The chugging begins at 5.
Wow!
So put it to the test. You could win a trip to the Eagles Giants
That's
game.
awesome, man. I got to get my boy. That's fantastic. All right, listen, we're out of time, everybody. We love you, all right? Have a great weekend. Stay tuned. Mikey Miss, Connor, and Jen coming up next. And we'll see you on Monday.
Fanatic Sports Update.
Looking for the sweep? I'm Andrew